Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Is it a fun Friday?
Word on the street.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that it's
Are we
Fun
gonna
Friday.
do it? Hey, everybody, welcome to... And this is weird. I didn't even realize what it was until Samantha told me, but this is the final Friday free show of 2020.
Yeah.
Which is very odd to me, because...
Goodbye, 2020.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you guys you're into the same feeling, right? I mean, how's it feel to you? I mean...
just rocketed by.
I know. Crazy, but hey, show number, 601?
Yep, 601.
601 of A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan. Samantha Butler here. We're going to do some stuff. I don't have a lot planned today, so I just want to have some fun and laugh with you guys. So I think that's what's on the menu.
We do have a first annual Tom and Dan end of the year award show.
Kind of the reason I don't have a lot to talk about today, because we've all been working very hard on this, and I wanted to get it done yesterday, and we did. Nice job, everybody.
So that will come out before Christmas, so everybody can download while they're on vacation or doing whatever they're going to do for the holidays. But yeah, it is weird. Also, it's like, all right, end of 2020. 2021, back to north. Like, you know, it's like, it really doesn't
Back to
mean
business,
it's like
baby.
3
I
weeks.
like that.
3 weeks from now, it's the
It'll
same
be
shit.
different, Tom.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Let's do something we normally don't do. Let's be different, right? I mean, if we're going to say this is the last one, let's do something we typically don't do. Right up front, let's go ahead and jump into some booze.
All right.
Nice.
And
Fun Friday.
I mean, it typically makes the show bad, but that's okay, because
man.
this is the last one.
And
we got something special today, right?
this is courtesy of Mike from Mike's Weather page. His own beer called Hurricane Hunter. Big Storm Brewery made it. It's available in ABCs all around Florida.
Indeed.
He did tell me that it's, because Mike's
popular.
a popular guy.
Yeah.
So it sells out fast. So try your local ABC and ask for a Hurricane Hunter. It's a tropical IPA.
There you go. So
are we chugging this, or
well,
what are we
we're
doing?
going to do a toast. So, Butler, you have the floor.
All right, so we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year with a pocket full of weed and a cooler full of beer. Rock and roll 90210.
All right.
Right there. I even got
Cheers.
this camera on during the toast finally.
Oh, that's good.
That is good.
That's really good.
Oh, I chugged it.
Nothing like
So did I.
a
I threw that back.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
nice IPA. Yeah, I guess, I don't want to be
Pussy. It's good. Might open another one.
Wow.
Tropical IPA. That's smooth.
That's Big Storm Brewery, our brewing company out of Jacksonville, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think they're a Jackson. That was
No, they're
I thought Big
down
Storm.
by Tampa, right?
Oh, they are in Tampa?
Yeah,
I always
Tampa,
thought they
yeah.
were. The first time I had them was
Pinellas Park.
The reason I always say that is the first time I had them was in Jacksonville. It was the second. That is the second craft beer brewery I ever tasted was Big Storm, which is weird. Absolutely weird. But all right, I feel better now. What do you guys want to do?
A few things. I want to remind everybody about our texting service. All you have to do is text BDM to 844-866-6326.
Forgetting to do
That's our show number. It's on the front of tomanddan.com if you forget it. But just text BDM, and then that opts you into the texting service, and then we'll send you alerts that we deem important. For instance, like when the award show is put out, we'll text everybody and let them know, and all the BDMs and whatnot.
Yeah, and I'm really proud of everybody. Like, everybody here works so hard. Well, minus Tony, because he's not in the studio. But he will be working hard for the big award show because he'll be social mediaing the hell out of it. But I'm really proud of the show, man. Like, we've never done a show that produced before ever. And I couldn't have done it without you guys all, pitching in. I certainly couldn't have done it without Samantha.
Yeah.
And
I couldn't have done it if Tom didn't make me.
That's true. And I don't know if they understand the process of how he makes you do it. I won't describe it because it is
No. That's all fair business.
Some would say it's like Ranieri style terrifying.
I do have a brand.
It's a little terrifying, but it's not down.
Doesn't hurt as bad as you think.
You don't want to know where her brand is. It's worse than you've ever. You know what the weirdest brand was? And the Keith Raniere thing makes me think of it. Sorry, I'm just going to go all over the place today. I hope it's okay. Do you remember that one doctor that was doing like hysterectomies and shit, and he was using a branding iron or cauterizing gun or whatever it is to write his name inside the woman's uterus? You remember that shit?
Yeah.
Like, I think if you do that, you should just be. And I was watching a porno yesterday where the lady sitting on. I'm going somewhere. I promise. The lady was sitting on a white couch, and I didn't even get too far because Maisie's up banging on the door. I just deucing. I'm trying to wipe my ass and jack off at the same time.
That's so weird to me.
And well, you're not a guy. If you were, all the men listening right now are like, oh,
they shit and jack off at the same time?
No, but they know that it's a juggling act. It's a plate spinning scenario. So here's what happened. I'm looking, and this lady's sitting on a white leather couch, and then behind her on the wall, Tom's favorite piece of decor, 2 mounted samurai swords.
Nice.
If you write your initials or your name in a woman's uterus and you're a doctor or whatever, because I ask myself many times when I'm watching porno, why do they put the samurai swords on? It's to chop the doctor's head off. You just got to do it.
How did they find out that guy was doing that?
I don't know.
I'm sure somebody reported it eventually.
You can Google the story, but it's terrifying. I mean, like, terrifying.
The doctor with the orthoscopic thing that's got to be a shock when you fucking come across someone's graffiti inside the womb.
Yeah. Or maybe someone else went in there with that camera, which is always gross,
I got
by the way.
one that's a liver surgeon in Britain that did it on people's livers.
Oh, is this like a thing?
I guess.
This is like an epidemic.
And he admitted to it.
Oh, and you nailed like the hottest Christmas gift this year is that ear camera. Everybody, what
is that?
Okay, I mean, again, all over the place, but this is the way the show started. It's a little. Okay, the hottest Christmas gift for like I put it in the Sharper Image or Brookstone class.
Yeah,
is this little. It's a USB micro camera and LED light with a series of different pinching implements that jump on the top of it. They're like, you can change the attachments. It's like a little Dr. Octopus for your ears. And you put it in there and you plug it into your computer. And the USB camera and the LED light, people have suggested it to your wife, actually.
What?
I've had people send it to me because she's obsessed with like Q-tips and cleaning her ears. And you put this camera down in there, and then it has like little pinching implements and little scoops and things that you can get in there and like dig the wax out. I was always told that you shouldn't do that. Much like our buddy, I think it's Chad from Secured Roofing. Don't get on your own roof, right? That's a doctor thing. You're not supposed to be poking around down in there in your ears. They tell you Q-tips aren't good. So if Q-tips aren't good, then what would make you think that an LED light and a camera are good?
You think they're eventually going to have some sort of camera pill that has Wi-Fi?
I think they already have the camera pill with the Wi-Fi.
That you could, but I'm saying consumer grade, and not. I think doctors
like
have
over-the-counter type situation.
You're just like you buy it, and it's something like this, and
I would just
take
do
the
that
pill
for Saturday night, just so me and Maisie can look at my stomach. Or,
that'd be
film. Fun, right?
Or like you could see it going through your body or whatever.
Yeah,
because it would have to have a light and a battery, which is
my first thought when I saw this,
because
I'm telling you, this is a legitimate hot Christmas item, a gift this year.
Who wants that?
I kind of do, but I don't want it for my ears.
Oh,
why?
All right.
No one wants it. I've said
what
this.
Do you mean no one wants to? Everybody
action.
wants to. You mean to tell me? Okay.
Which hole are you going in? A lot of holes.
No, any hole.
Anyone I want.
No one wants to see that.
Every hole but ear is the one you want to put that thing in, right? They make it for your ears, but I know what's in my ear. I don't want to look at my ear. I want to look at my butthole.
You know why? No,
everybody wants to look in their butthole.
No,
dude.
they don't. Nobody does.
Everybody that buys that, if you buy it, you want to look in your butthole. If it is gifted to you, you still will look at your butthole.
No, I don't think.
And I'll die on that hill.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure there's people like me who's never even seen their butthole.
Brother,
They've never looked at it
You've
one time.
seen your butthole.
No, never
Really?
seen it.
You're the only one that's been douched
Never
in here,
looked-
right?
Are you
Didn't
afraid
you have
of
to
it?
douche your butthole a bunch of
I
times?
didn't look at it.
How did you get the?
know,
didn't
you
look
get
at
it by
anything?
feel.
You have never
I could-
stood over a mirror and parted your asshole.
Hold on, I could put the key
Sam, have you ever
in my
looked at
front
your
door
asshole?
in the
Yeah.
dark.
Okay, Butler, you ever looked at your asshole?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so 3 out of the 4 people in this room have looked and parted their cheeks. Sam
But
told
why?
me
For
point
what
blank,
reason? I can.
Because
I
it's
ass-
mine. I
but what do you
I
look
own
at
it
it for?
everything.
I own a
Why?
Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport, and I have looked at every area of that car. In fact,
You got to know your body.
every morning I walk around and I pick rocks out of the tires.
What do you got to know about it?
Just in case something,
Yeah.
crazy
Weird
happens.
shows up.
No,
You'd be
no,
like, that,
what
didn't
if
look,
you-
that wasn't there before.
Yeah, what if
Yeah,
you look back there and there's a big car bunkle and you're
We're
like,
told to
you
like
feel it.
squeeze our own titties to make sure we don't have lumps.
Thank
You got to
you,
check
Sam.
your
Well,
butthole.
you can feel it, yeah, but you don't have to visually
You got to
check
stick
it.
a finger in there.
No, well, that's
Yeah.
a doctor does that. You're not doing it yourself. No medical professional will tell you, yes, you should examine your beehole.
okay.
I don't know.
If you have
And now you
looked-
feel something, like, and there's something wrong.
we're
I've
live on
never had-
Twitch. We're live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live. Show at tomanddan.com. Sorry, I got distracted. If you want to send us an email.
It's Christmas. What are we talking about?
I am this is a Christmas miracle. I'm gonna ask our chat room folks if you have looked at it, put a B for butthole, and if you have not, put a A for absent, like you're voting in the Senate.
Here's why I'm right on this.
I wasn't in session. I didn't make it.
This is why I'm right. Because there is no reason to
Dude,
look at
everybody!
it.
Oh, it's a sea of bees.
There's a couple A's in
Big
there.
bee
Tactical
wave.
Hat claims he hasn't seen his
my
butthole.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
that's
Tactical
why-
Hat.
that's
Get
why I
out of
like
here.
Tactical
You've seen
Hat.
his
Any
butthole.
man
No,
that's
yeah.
as loose with his fog machine as you are has seen his butthole. You're a loose fog machine, man, and you'll never get that fucker back, and I'll die on that hill, too.
Until you look at your butthole.
Today is Die on the Hill Day, Daniel.
No, that-
I'm dying at all of them.
Yes.
You'll never see your fog machine before, and like Sam said, if you do get it back, put it in your butthole.
I contend the same people, okay, it's on a Venn diagram, but the same people that look at their own butthole
I hate
are
to do this, Sam. Could you count that real
Are the-
quick?
Count the
Yeah,
yeah.
because he's a numbers guy, and he's going to go, well, how many bees
No,
and
what-
how many
They're
eggs?"
still rolling in.
It's
So.
I know, it's a
the-
lot.
It's the same reason why there's traffic on one side of
I know what
I-4.
you're gonna do. You're gonna you're gonna literally go to the Supreme Court and try to get these other bees that are floating in right now not to count. I know your style.
It's the same people that look at the other side of the road when there's an accident, and then I was about to call them long neckers.
Whoa, you can't say that. dude.
Rubbernecker, dude. I'm not a rubbernecker,
And no, but it's
but I
like,
know Butler is.
but yeah.
King rubbernecker.
Oh,
He
by the way,
stops.
I just thought of a
He
new.
stops and helps. He's handing teddy bears to kids. He's got a stolen valor sheriff's
Is-
outfit he's wearing.
Is writing your initials on stuff a chopper's move?
Yo,
I think it is.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
you see that everywhere, like in the bathroom stalls, and people write their initials. Like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to carve my initials in this bathroom stall at the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
For what reason? And
We
so,
got 24 buttholes and 9 absent.
all right.
There you go.
See, those 9 are first.
They're liars.
Oh,
They're
this is
the
the
true
true
9.
nine.
Yeah.
God
now
damn it,
it's
you're
the
so
true nine.
unoriginal. I knew
They're
it.
of higher intellect, and
Are they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They don't know what
They
their
don't even know
butthole
their
looks
own
like.
butthole.
Yeah, that's knowledge.
No, it isn't.
Knowledge is power.
Yes,
Yeah, I
knowing
know-
what your butthole looks like is knowledge. That's
I know-
topography of the asshole.
I know what it looks like, a human butthole.
But every butthole is
Could you-
different.
could you
Like a
draw-
snowflake.
It's like a fingerprint.
It's no, okay. Well, yes.
Could you draw
I
your
agree.
butthole?
Every butthole is a fingerprint. All fingerprints look the goddamn same.
That is not true.
Yes, yes.
You're terrible at science.
No. I don't mean exactly. Yes, you could differentiate one or the other. That's what fingerprints. But I'm saying if you just put a bunch of fingerprints, are like, all right, it's all the same swirly. You know what I'm saying? Not like some fingerprints a goddamn star, some's are checkerboard. It's all the same shit. Same with buttholes. Yes, I guess there are microscopic differences, and maybe one's a little lighter. I'm just saying
Yes.
it's overall.
I mean, sorry, didn't mean to fire you up, Grandpa, but the Twitch chat room is
What's the
saying
point
that
of looking at
they
it?
would like to be referred to now as the Divine Nine, which is actually
Oh my
a really
God.
good name. That's a great name. And I'm not even a member because I've seen my butthole.
I just don't know. I understand now if you reach back there, it's bleeding or some sort of tentacles are falling out.
Whoa.
Then you're freaking out. Then you're like, I got to see what the tentacles are. I can
The
understand.
tentacles.
But if you're just like, I just want to know what my butthole looks like, that's stupid to me. Why do you want to know? You could even, here's the thing, you could feel it, and I'm sure everybody's felt it.
maybe I'm
and then
weird.
put 2 and 2 together.
Maybe this is weird. I'm going to ask you a serious question. You tell me if you think
You're
this is
going to
weird.
reach back there, you're like, oh my God, it looks like a gingerbread house. It's going to look like a goddamn squished in Muppet, everybody knows what a
squished
butthole.
in Muppet.
No, everybody knows what a butthole looks like. It's
All
like
right,
that balloon
Tracy
knot.
Claus
Or
has a
Fraggle.
great question.
Okay, I
In
like
the chat, she says,
I'm glad we're doing this for Christmas.
Could Tom pick his butthole out of a lineup?
No,
Right.
of course I
See,
can't.
you don't even know your own butthole.
I know mine.
Who gives
I
a
know
shit?
My
No
butthole
way.
has
Yeah,
a
yeah.
specific shade of pink
No.
from irritation that I know. It does. It does.
But
I have to work
it's-
really hard to keep that thing not inflamed. It's a tough job.
It's useless
tough job.
information, and I think
I don't
damaging.
think I don't think it's useless information because it's my body. I want to know what everything on my body looks like. Here, I'll
Right.
throw one at you. I bet you don't. I bet
Why?
you've never seen the underside of your penis. You ever put a mirror under your penis to see what the underside of it looks like?
No,
I have done
no,
that.
but I've seen the underside.
I don't
Have
know.
you seen
Maybe
it?
I'm weird, but
dick
I want to
pic?
see
You
my
look at it.
whole body. I want to see everything on me. You ever looked at the bottom of your feet? Do you wash between your toes?
Yeah. I mean, not really.
Do you wash the bottom of your feet with a washcloth or
No.
a...
I don't wash my legs.
Wait, so you've never seen your seam either?
Yeah, you got to look at your seam.
I mean, I think there's a.
You peeked your butthole if you've seen your seam. I feel like if you've seen your butthole, if you
No, seam is
Yeah,
seam
yeah.
before butthole.
yeah, seam before butthole, but
Yeah.
I think you definitely
I
might
mean-
have seen a pig.
just not looking at it. Why don't I?
But most of the
don't need
women
to
are
look
asking
at
the
it.
questions. Here's the thing: is he's like, "We shouldn't be talking about this." It's
I
not
bet you
good."
got a dirty BH.
Oh,
No, why is it dirty? I
You know
clean
what?
it.
Look,
You've never seen it.
I'm gonna.
You don't have to
I
see
love
it
you,
to
Sam.
clean it.
I love you, Sam, but that was a little disrespectful. I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna be.
nothing
It's a
to
little
it.
hard. That was a little hard.
Squatting over a mirror.
You got a dirty asshole.
Didn't sound like Mama that got thrown off the train.
Doesn't make any sense. There's no point to it. There's I'm just because if it's just for curiosity's sake, I'm telling you, it's
You
the
gotta
same.
check in every once in a
Same
while.
things oh, someone died out there. That's a chopper move. Look at your own butthole. Your part. I am so advanced. I'm not even.
Oh, wow.
piece
Now
of
he's
chopper
advanced.
it
I
is.
like that. Now let me ask you another question.
It's
What about
unnecessary.
your wife?
I don't know. I don't need to talk
What?
about
No,
it.
slow down. You're freaking out.
You are freaking out,
You don't
man.
even
Take
know
a
what
sip of some
He doesn't even
Hurricane
know what I'm
Hunter.
asking about. He's like, you're like, hold on.
Veto.
Hold on. I didn't even say anything weird. You know how your wife is. She can see stuff,
Yeah,
man.
she's hypervigilant.
She's 5 steps ahead of you, seeing everything. I bet she's seen every ounce of her body, every ounce of your body,
Nope.
and you don't know it, and every ounce of your son's body. She knows
No,
those
she's
little
never-
boys. I mean, if one hair fell off of Max's head, she would fucking know it. Bet me on that.
She's never seen my butthole ever. We talked about it on the
trust
show.
it. I know, but I don't believe it.
It's the only thing that when I hear it, I go, well, this man is obviously a bold-faced liar.
I've never seen hers either. I
Why
never
ain't you
looked at
looking
it.
at it?
But how?
I don't want to.
But so you don't look down when you're
No,
back there?
no, straight up like a
Straight up,
Hold on, what
nuts.
is that? I don't even know what that.
Or I look straight forward
what
like
do you
a
look to the-
commander.
you're looking to the
let's do
moon?
whatever. Yeah.
I don't understand you.
What the, well, I don't understand you. It was like, let me look at my butthole. For what reason? I don't know. I just it's a Saturday. I got nothing to do. What are you doing?
You gotta inspect.
Inspect
All right.
Make
for what?
sure everything's in tip-top shape.
You can feel if something is all right.
Coloration, you got to
It's
make
about
sure
the
you're
same
all.
co-
you're-
no.
Yeah, I'm a color.
No.
I think I'm a color kind of guy, and I want to see,
But that's not a suggestion by a physician or anything. You're just making it up. You're like, I want to see what color my butthole is. It makes no sense. It's useless information for nobody. And I contend it's going to disappoint you what color it is because it's not going to be what you think it is. And so why disappoint yourself? Why look
Oh,
at
that's
it?
why you're not looking at it.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
even?
Again,
No.
dirty
yeah.
BH.
I mean, that's like opting into denial, right?
Yeah.
Why-
Oh my god.
Yeah,
He's-
got
he's-
Buttholes
Oh
ain't
god, he's
nowhere
gonna
to
show
go.
us his butthole. Hold
All
on.
this butthole
He's getting
talk.
naked.
All this butthole talk. He's
fired up.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he ruined his pompadour.
Oh, you smushed your pump, dude.
I was
Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, big papa bump.
All right.
We
Enough
can
of
pivot.
this.
We
enough
can
of
pivot. It's fine.
butthole
Just get
talk.
off of it then. You know what I'm talking about.
Don't
It's
look
fine.
at it.
It's fine,
You don't want to
we'll
talk
move
about
on.
it. You probably don't
Well,
want to
I
talk
don't
about the
want
fact.
to talk about.
Last night I put
What are you doing?
Oh my
Okay,
god.
hold on. Now I'm going back. So you guys
never go back.
You guys, you're sitting. I guess I'm guessing you do this in the bathroom. I don't know what you.
Well, I don't do it in the fucking dining room.
I don't know what you butthole lookers do.
Is that what we're
I
called?
imagine you're
BHLs.
I want to look at my butthole for no reason.
That's not what I say. I don't make a declarative statement.
Then you're like, how do I do that? And then you're like, I'll get some sort of hand mirror and then I'll squat over it.
Yeah, it's.
And then so you put the hand mirror down.
No, I sit on the sink.
And
then I go like I do a
sit on the sink.
I sit on the sink.
How do you get up there?
My God, how big is your countertop?
They're tall. I use doggy stairs. I use like Maggie and Caesar's doggy stairs, and then I climb up to the sink, and then I sit on the sink with just a t-shirt on and no underwear, and then I lean back, and then I aim all of my parts so I can do ball, seam, BH all at one time.
I got a long mirror. I just kind of bend over and I kind of part the cheeks and I do the peekaboo. I see you.
Peekaboo, I see you.
Are you hearing yourselves? You are adults. Yeah, my sons, they explore their body. They're like, I look at my butt. They're like, stop.
They've looked at their BHs.
I have to yell at them.
They're more of a man than you are.
Oh, now see, that's disrespectful.
Yeah, but I'm allowed.
Okay.
I have to yell at them because when they moon
Yours is
me or
better,
Crystal, they spread their cheeks.
Yeah, so
and I'm
does
like,
Maisie.
quit showing your butt hole. Like, that's insulting.
power
now.
move.
That's a kid
That's
thing.
a power move.
Maisie
I know,
does. That's
yeah,
a kid thing. Now, but when Maisie
trying to
does it, there's a
explain.
lot more going on. I won't say that because I know you'll get mad. But Maisie does it, and I'm like, you can't do that. She does it so hard, she looks as if she's a chimpanzee going to rip her butt cheeks off.
Come on.
And then start throwing them in the street like a monkey killing its owner.
Just all nonsense.
Merry Christmas, everybody. This isn't what you wanted to do.
No.
Is
No,
it?
that's fine. Let's do some Christmas voicemail.
Christmas voicemail.
It says at the bottom of the list, if they go to buttholes, Christmas voicemail. he's always got a plan.
Sure. Christmas wishes.
All right, I pulled a couple of good ones for you. This one's great because I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was putting myself in a ghost chamber. Let's try this guy right here.
What up, guys? I'm listening to the OG show, and Tom was reading like drink menus from Johnny's, and he wrote cello as cello, question mark. Which reminds me of a story my dad told me a long time ago when he worked at a bakery in Louisiana. He had a black lady come in and request a birthday cake, and she wanted the names written on the cake, like happy birthday to these two names, and she wrote it down on the ticket. And my dad looked at it and he read it, and he was like, how do you pronounce these? And she said, Lamangelo and Arangelo.
This is an old joke.
It's an old racist joke.
This guy doing an all racist joke.
Yeah, really, guys? Really?
Good job, sir.
Jesus.
You put this under
We
Christmas.
went from buttholes to racism.
This is under Christmas
But
voicemail.
that is the normal progression is buttholes to racism.
That's gonna be.
There were a
someone's,
lot of those, you know.
biography.
Like, the daughter had the lady was having a baby. They said, "What do you want to name it?" She said, "Well, we were working on the house. I'll name it Animal." You mean enamel? Oh yeah, we were painting in the house at the time. Yeah, it's an old racist.
This is okay. This is the same as the ear thing, right?
What?
Like people that want to see inside your own ear.
Well,
Or like-
that's
like-
kind of why I was bringing it up
Yeah.
with your wife and the whole ear thing, because isn't she obsessed with making sure her ears are tip-top, pristine clean?
She's just addicted to the damn Q-tips. And so if she doesn't have,
But her hearing is great, right? There's no
no,
issue.
she doesn't even clean anything. It's always clean. She's addicted to putting Q-tips in your. It's some fucking
like out of
mental
habit or
illness.
something.
Yeah. So
use that against her next time.
remember
when
when I think it was Tommy. Yeah, it was Tommy.
she got stuck.
Well, she was using Q-tip, and one Q-tip got pulled out, and just a stick, the cotton swab, got stuck in her ear. Then the nurse is like, "We may have to take you to the emergency room. We're gonna have to check you out of the, and then I'm like, "No, just push it out with the Q-tip in here.
Push it out.
That happened to Jen recently. I had to get a pair of tweezers and pull a Q-tip
God.
end out of her ear.
Yeah, you're not even
I'm not
supposed
a
to do
Q-tip
that.
guy, yeah.
I never use Q-tips, and Chris was like, "Oh, I bet your ears are disgusting." No, they're not.
But
They're
my
totally
my
fine.
earbuds do look like orange drumsticks. I mean, they just literally looks like a novelty cartoon turkey leg.
I get that if you swim a lot, though, if you're in your pool a lot or whatever, when I swam a lot of laps, my ears had never been cleaner. It just gets flushed out through the chlorine and through the pool. It's gross, but my ears were always clean.
I just
Your body naturally does it.
I eventually just flush it with the peroxide in that warm bottle, but that's more of just like self-torture of blowing hot water into my eardrums.
I mean, they sell things to clean your ears.
That's
yeah,
what I
but
do,
that's
yeah.
that's all the it's capitalism. They're trying to make money off of people. That,
Anti-capitalist.
my-
All right,
no,
Tom.
I'm just saying. If you ask any doctor, he'll tell you you don't have to unless there's obviously feel something in there. You have to get out. Your ears will naturally push the wax out.
Gross.
Itself. There's no need to clean them. In fact, cleaning them I think is dangerous and it causes more buildup.
Well, if you have a lot of
Dr. Tom.
if you have a lot of buildup,
think
you're
so.
actually sometimes vitamin C deficient, and so that's usually a
What the
sign
fuck
of
are you
wax
talking
buildup.
about, Butler?
When I was a kid, when I was a kid, I had. When I was a
Here
kid,
comes alternative facts.
I had a lot of wax buildup, and I was vitamin C deficient, so I had a pass when I was a kid in school. I got to chew vitamin C gum while I was in school.
We do not know this to be true. He's probably right. That's what I say in my head.
Everything this man says is a lie. This man is a liar. Travis Butler did not get a pass in school for chewing gum. He did not chew vitamin C gum. He thinks he did because he's certifiably crazy.
Let's do another voicemail.
All right. This is a new one.
Hey Sam, Tom, Dan, Butler. It's Christina from Oklahoma. I had a weird situation come up today where my mother, who lives in Florida, commented on a male's picture who is apparently the ex-husband of one of her friend's daughters. Well, my mom did not know that they were getting divorced. All my mom said was happy birthday to this particular male individual. So the young lady that's divorced from the male, who is a little 26-year-old, decided to get into a huge battle with my mother over Facebook. And my mom is so sweet. She's 70 years old.
Aww.
She does nothing but say sweet things. And all she did was say happy birthday. And
Like a
it
bitch.
Yeah.
freaking pissed me off so bad. And I wanted to comment, or I wanted to do something to this little 26-year-old.
Let's kill her.
And my mom's like, don't do it, don't do it. It's going to make it worse, it's going to make it worse. Well, I couldn't. I had to say something. So I did message her because her profile's public. But what do you guys think about that stuff? There's so much bullying. Now there's bullying going on between a 26-year-old girl to my mother.
That's the only bullying I actually support. If you're a younger person and you can bully a relatively sort of savvy elderly person on social media, it is your duty.
Okay.
It is your absolute American duty to confuse them and scare them into thinking that you're going to either kill them or steal all their money through some sort of a scam.
Also,
You need to do that.
it's
They have no business being on there, and the only way to teach them sometimes is with tough love, and sometimes tough love you have to fabricate some sort of long con scam to maybe terrify an old lady, and it's just that's just life, guys.
Also, it's probably a crazy person. So
Yeah.
like I've said this a million times. There's a lot of crazy people out there with imbalances.
Yeah.
and
Just block her and
a
get
lot
her.
of them are on the internet.
My real advice would be it would happen to my mom because my mom didn't fully understand Facebook, and I'd see her talking to people, and then sometimes she would say things, and then people sometimes would go at her. She didn't mix it up that much, but you know what I mean. Say things that I'm like, and it's like, it's just stay out of it. It's not real. Just leave it alone.
I think a lot of the problem in society is we didn't really understand how much mental illness there was out there, because it's hard to really tell when you're just walking by people. You can't tell. It's not like they're wearing a shirt or whatever. But then on social media, then you're like, why is this person acting like this? It's a mental illness. Yeah. And you're not going to change the way they behave. They're mentally ill or slightly on the spectrum of mentally ill.
I'm with Snoop Dogg in the Wienermobile.
And you're like, why is this happening? It usually goes back to that. And the best thing to do is ignore it. And my wife does this too. And I don't understand this impulse where a person thinks, I was going to say nothing, but I just realized I had to go. No, you didn't. Like, you said that. No one's forcing you to say anything. You can move right past it, ignore it. You don't have to make a comment. You don't have to engage in the fights.
He's right.
You don't have to correct people when they put out bullshit.
I think you kind
just move past.
I think honestly,
move on.
To pay you a compliment, I try to, but I know you hate them. But you help me with that. I think more so.
Well, because it doesn't solve anything.
No, it does not. It's wasted energy.
In fact,
don't waste your time.
It's worse for yourself.
It is.
Because then you make a comment, then you get into some long fight with them.
No,
for what?
Don't do it.
To what end is this whole nonsense?
It won't end.
No, I've completely backed off all that stuff.
You have to. You have to. It's not healthy.
What are you doing?
It's not healthy.
It's like looking at your own
time with your family. Yeah.
Hey,
That's
now.
pointless. How dare you?
You guys
Don't
are...
put me in that category.
that is both. I'm mad at you because you said that. I'm also really impressed. That's one of the most eloquent things you've ever.
It's all for nothing.
That makes sense. Yeah, all of this. You know what? You're a genius, Tom. You're a goddamn genius.
It all makes sense why you got the butthole finger from Fairvilla now.
What you got
the digit. We're going to talk about some of that later.
I'm using our hot octopus tonight.
All right.
What is that?
I don't know what it is, but apparently it's going to blow Andrea's clit off.
Come on.
Jesus.
That's what it looks like. I mean,
Come
it's like high powered. You know what it looks like? It looks like. Do you remember the ice cream truck in that video game where you would fight?
Twisted Metal?
Twisted Metal. That's what it looks like. It looks like the clown from Twisted Metal.
All right.
Let's try this one. Tom, I saved this for you.
Okay.
Sweet tooth.
Hey guys, it's Mike B.
Oh, no.
You know what? A lot of you are really stressing for the end of the year.
Oh, no. I thought he was putting it on, but he's not, is he?
I don't know. I can't tell.
No, I think this one's authentic. I mean, just listen.
A lot of you are really stressing for the end of the year with, where you're at with your jobs and how they evaluate you as a worker because, we see a lot of that right now with the parties and the prizes they give out to workers. And you know what? If you're just not feeling your company, man, start to put those feelers out. Yeah, it's comfortable being where you're at, but
Oh my God, that blew my ears
you
out.
could be living a better life. You could be searching out and having better opportunities somewhere else. You just gotta look at it.
God damn it, Mike.
Maybe use the first of the year as a fresh start point. Give it the old Mike B and just shake some shit up. I was at T105 for 7 years and I said no more.
No more.
I was done. And I took a new job and it's been scary. Hell yeah, it's been scary because it's new fucking territory. But new years mean new starts. So fucking use this time to wisely consider where you're at, and if you're not happy, fucking make some changes. New years, new yous.
Yes! Copyrighted. New years, new use.
Yes! Sparta!
Inspirational Thoughts by Mike B.
Oh my God.
You should put out a book called Inspirational Thoughts I'll Never Remember.
That was surprisingly articulate.
It was. But he was like, I felt like it took. I feel like after that, he crumpled in a heap and a little bit of blood came out of his mouth. He had to struggle to hold it together.
New years,
that was
new years.
the equivalent of 11 fighting the Demogorgon. After that voice, he just passes out.
I don't care how many echoes you got. That bitch is dead. It is tiring.
Took all two nosebleeds right through his nose ring.
Oh, man.
Into his
you
disgusting
got a
mustache.
scab stash. No, yucky. 11's got a scab stash.
I want to go for a mustache where it looks like an old broom that's been sweeping a million floors. Tattered.
What do you... hate my
I don't. I'm just clowning him.
Oh my god.
I support his mustache.
All right. Well, hey, if that didn't get you fired up for the new year, maybe a little bit of old Southern Kermit.
All right, Kermit's back.
He's back.
Was listening to the Friday Free Show.
Hey,
And you were talking about
me, Ray
the
Romano.
Xbox, Daniel. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, I got an
because
Xbox, and remember the story was I got an Xbox.
You stole it from all the small children that wanted it for Christmas.
No, I actually, I don't even know how I got it. I think that I still drunkenly from my mother passing away, ordered it on Best Buy, and I did a good job.
By the way, everybody that is putting those, I need to get a new Xbox or PS5 or whatever because it's an emergency.
It's not an emergency.
There's two things. First, if it was that much of an emergency, and this is coming from the worst of life person you've probably ever heard.
I love what he's going to say.
Which, by the way, my sister-in-law, I guess younger generation, calls it the struggle. And that's bad at life people, and or people that are like.
Have you just heard the struggle is real? Is that new to you?
No, I've heard that phrase, but I didn't know that that's what being bad at life.
Yeah,
the people are like.
What did you think the struggle was?
I don't know.
Wait till he starts hitting you with
struggle of life.
Oh, you're gonna love that.
Psych.
Yeah, he does a lot of psych.
Yeah, but not there's a struggle of life, but actually categorizing because like when I say bad at life, people are like, oh yeah, I know what that means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but this morning you were like weird flex, bro. And I'm like, that's a little clunky.
Anyway, it's
great. Yeah.
But if it's that, like, why didn't you think about this just a couple months before?
He's absolutely right because I have friends that are like, "This is unbelievable," and I'm like, "Yeah, but
it was hard to get them for most people because a lot of people were trying to like buy them up to resell them.
Yeah,
that happens. Like same as concert tickets. It is shitty, but people do it.
It was harder this year, but
they were slammed with bots too. I think Walmart claimed that there was over 20 million bots stopped in the first 30 minutes of the release.
Was it people like even if you try to get it during the actual release?
It was flooded. It was flooded with people like bots trying to buy them up.
It seemed like Daniel got it easily, so I don't know anything about video games.
I think that was a miracle.
I think that was a Hail Mary.
You know
was
what?
it?
That is honestly the fact that I got when Andrea uses the term, you had been through a lot and maybe some video games would make you feel better. You know, like it's
Christmas miracle.
Yeah, I don't believe in any of that. It was the term you're looking for is luck. I got lucky and I got one.
And can't you trick your kids into like reasoning with them or saying?
Don't feel bad because I got the new PS.
Oh, sorry, Kermit.
No, it's like with Santa.
Don't feel bad. Hey, Ma.
Say Santa ran out of them.
Ma.
Well, no, you're like you could say like there's problems in the workshop, COVID related.
God.
I mean, you can make up a million.
Why do
a million lies?
Yeah, but
tell your children.
All the rainbows?
Because I'm gonna write a book called A Million Lies to Tell Your Children.
Because here's the thing: if they're older and they don't like believe in Santa anymore, then you could just say, "Hey, it's been sold out crazy. I'll get it for you when it comes out."
Andrea said it was not easy. He was stressing about it. I wasn't stressing about it. The only part I was stressing about, because she is correct, I'll add that in. The only part I was stressed about is that they told me I got it, but I got no confirmation that I got it. Do you understand what it was like? It was like I went there and I searched for it and they say it's and I did it through Best Buy and they're like, you're gonna get Xbox will go live here. It didn't go live at 10 a.m. I think it went live at 10:05, and then I got in, added one to my cart, got it, added my my payment information. Ordered it, and then I got no email. I got no confirmation. I got no text. Nothing telling me. But I had the screen that said you got one confirmed for pre-order.
That happened to me with something too.
So I screenshotted that, but it really didn't have any like numbers on it that would and then I'm like, well, I'm fucked because I don't have a. I don't have
a glitch.
Yeah, it's not like like when the lady does ask you, and Tom and I laugh about this because we both lie. We've both done it in front of each other, where the lady goes, "Okay, thank you for making your payment. I do have your confirmation code here. Do you have a pen?" Yes, I do. And I do it. I'm like, yes. Okay. Go
ahead.
86-114-3321. And then just to make it sound like I'm really doing it, I go, was that 1131? And she's like, yes. And then, but I'm lying because I'm not writing anything down because I've never needed to use one of those codes before. But I would imagine that you would have needed one of
at
these
least
cases.
An order number, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I just feel like I understand your kid may be disappointed for Christmas because he asked for it. But there's, like I said, it's two things. One is it's harder to explain why Santa didn't bring it if he still believes in Santa, because you're like, he's magic. This is the whole thing. So why couldn't he? You can't use a sold out.
Yeah, and there's a little bit more to it. Ghost him a new bull. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you could make up any, kids are dumb. You can make up any lie. You could be like, look, the elves ran out of the parts to make the PS5. So you're going to have to wait a little longer until they get the parts in.
Yeah.
No,
they're not going to be devastated. Also, give them a hint before the morning when they just walked in, or like look and they're like, they don't get it. They're going to be devastated.
They'll be fucking fine, dude.
But prepare them at least,
They'll live.
A couple of things. They're chatting about it in our Twitch chat room, twitch.tv/TomandDanLive. Andrea and my wife's in there and Ghost him a new bull's in there. Okay, so I think I did figure out while they were throwing, better, memories of what I did in the Twitch chat room, I may have figured out why I got it. I had opted when I went to the Best Buy website, and if this helps anybody in our listening audience get one for your kids, go for it. But you go in, and it said it's released, and it has all the new Xbox. This is what I did. So it's got Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and then bundles of the one with the disc drive and the one that's just online only with different games. I picked the one that was a bundle for Assassin's Creed because it was the only one that they seemed to have left. But I didn't want a bundle. So when it...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So when it... remember? So when it dropped down, what I did was I X'd out Assassin's Creed. I X'd out the extra controller, and I X'd out some other bullshit about like, do you want our Best Buy switch out? And I'm like, no, I don't want any of that. It left the Xbox in my cart. So then I just checked out. It didn't give me anything, but then I ended up getting it without having to buy the bundle that was like $700 or something. Right. I didn't want that. Yeah, so I probably just found a weird loophole and lucked out.
I do like how you describing your wife remembering reality as they're throwing better memories at me.
I have a terrible
I cannot remember. I can't. Points in my brain.
I can't remember anything.
What happened? She'll tell me.
Can't do it.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Marijuana, trauma, grief, whatever you want to call it. Wackiness.
Age.
Yeah, thank you. I forget about that.
We're all getting old.
Oh, I know I am.
And our brains are mush from the past couple weeks. So I don't remember nothing.
Speaking about bullshitting to kids.
I was going to say, how's the Switch going in your house? Because you're still battling it? Or?
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's still, and it's going to get
better
worse
than Monster?
after Christmas.
Go better games.
And
wait till you see what I got them. I got them full suits to connect with the Switch. They'll never play with you again. It's going to be great. You're
going to ruin his life.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll bitch about this later about the new thing in school now is to like label every day moving up to Christmas like some sort of theme, and then it causes parents to run around the night before trying to find bullshit to send their kid the next day in school because my wife is convinced, like, I don't want Tommy to be the only one not wearing a reindeer shirt. I'm like, why did they have a reindeer shirt day? This is stupid.
It also forces you to buy things that you don't have or work harder.
Anyway, it was pajama day today, and
aren't all the schools fucking anti-bully now? Stop making things where people have to buy specific things where kids can't. Some of them can't even afford it.
You know why? It's because it's too easy to communicate now, so people are just like work for the school system. They're bored. They're like, hey, I got something. We'll put pajama day, and we'll put it on the bulletin board, shot out to all the parents, so everybody knows. It's too easy.
I hate all of this.
You couldn't do this back in the 90s because there'd be no way to even tell the parents anything. You have to mail them a letter. Fuck that.
But still, why even do that? Because again, a lot of kids might not be able to dress however the fuck they want them to dress.
It's ridiculous. So anyway, pajama day. All the kids put like Tommy and Max's pajamas are all old, so they're all high water.
Yeah, that was today or yesterday was pajama day.
Yeah. They got old dingy pajamas that are all too short for them.
Well, Maisie sleeps in like full on like Fredericks of Hollywood lingerie, and I didn't think it was appropriate, but they did say pajama days, so I just made her wear something that wasn't quite as sheer, and I just took the knickers off.
So Crystal goes out in the middle of the night to Target.
Garters.
Gets like some Minecraft pajamas that she found, and then that's
a score.
So they put the elves, like she puts the elves on the pajamas as if the elves brought this for them as a gift or whatever.
Oh, extending the lies.
Yeah. So then, anyway, every morning Tommy wakes up and like the elves, and he runs and tries to find them. So he's like, "Oh, they're over here." So I'm standing there, and he always calls us over.
Yeah,
and then I always have to.
Daddy, come look. I
know. I put it there.
I sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to ruin. I lie. I'll be like, I don't want to ruin the surprise. Well, Daddy will get to it later. He likes to stretch out the day.
Also, sometimes I was so drunk and high that I don't know where I put his own surprise. I'm like, oh shit, that's creative.
One gonna bring that up. Hey, guess where I put it? Really high off of. I bought flour for the first time from True Leaf. Guess where I put the elf? Dead center of the new Christmas tree. Dead center of it. Inside the Christmas tree.
So
Maisie couldn't find it.
That's called you punch the elf in there.
No, that's called your wife yells at you. That's what. So why'd you put it in the middle of the? It's supposed to be somewhere visible. You idiot.
Tommy's like, the elves, they got us pajamas. I'm like, oh yeah, they must have noticed pajamas.
Oh yeah, they got some pajamas.
How much am I supposed to act? What is that going to be? Daniel Day-Lewis and the fucking Gangs of New York? I'm just going to give them a.
You're just like, wow. Come on, do a little better job now.
It's fine. I think it's like they don't even. So they're like elves brought us pajamas, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it was a pajama day, and then Tommy's like, how did they get these? And I'm like, I think they made them, and they're like, their hands are too small.
No, never say they made them. What are you, a fucking amateur?
How do they sew them with their hands? And by the way, they don't have the.
Tell them the Chinese elves do it.
Traditional. They have.
Serious.
You see what you've gotten yourself into?
No. I don't. And so then I'm like,
yeah, you don't have the elf on the shelf elf.
Yeah,
you got some Bobo.
They
got
Bobo ones.
Yeah. Some because we tried.
You go like, okay, I'm elf up for it now.
There's some shit. They're like their original preschool gifted them like when they were 3 or anyway. So then Tommy's like, and then I'm like, I don't know, maybe they went and got it from Santa. And then he's like, well, how'd they get there? I'm like, they flew. And he's like, it will take them longer than all night to fly.
Oh, wait, your elves don't fly back and forth?
And I'm like, how much do you want to get into this? So like, how do you want to get like? And by the way, only Tommy's asking this. Max is just like, aha. Like,
Do you tell Tommy how far do you want to take this, buddy?
we
can keep going.
You know, maybe he knows, and he's trying to get you to admit that.
Yeah, he thinks that Daddy's dumb and still believes.
Yeah, maybe he thinks you believe it's real.
Maybe he's trying to tell
you. He thinks you're a fucking idiot, and he's already got to figure it out.
If you think your wife's cheating on you, guess what? You either don't want to know, or you follow her in the car when she leaves to work and see what maybe you don't want to see what you're gonna see. That's all I'm saying.
What would Tommy do if I pulled him aside? Like, let's say you asked me if I wanted to come over and maybe light up some pirate spot fireworks in your cul-de-sac. What if I put him aside and I go, hey, Tommy, I can tell your elf. I can tail him and figure out what's going on here. Would he? Do you think he'd be receptive to that?
Yeah, because he's like
he wants to figure it. He's a questioner.
He also just appease you by
because he thinks you want to do it.
Yeah, he'll do whatever anybody else wants to do.
If you suggest it, he'll say
it would have to be me because he's like, yeah, he's an elf. He would know.
Right.
For me. He's a questioner like you are, right?
He's so people pleasing. Like I ask him, like, "What do you want for dinner?" And they're like, "What do you want me to have?" That's what he says. And I'm like, "God damn,
you got it easy."
I like that. Then my wife hates it. She's like, "Please."
Yeah, but that could take a turn too because for somebody like me, if I'm like, well, "What do you want for lunch?" and Maisie's like, well, what do you want me to have for lunch? And I'm like, I want you to eat a dog shit sandwich.
Well, you're evil.
It's funny.
Mud pie.
How much do you love me?
I know we're going to talk to Ross a little bit earlier today.
Indeed.
Are we calling him now?
Yeah.
Oh, I just messaged him because I thought we were going to break, and it said we'll probably be around 1.
What do you want to do? You want to do it now? Go to break? What do you want to do?
Whatever you guys want.
If we stuck on the regular schedule, I'd say we take a quick break,
let's
come
take
back,
a quick break,
and then
so I don't have to.
And then once we do news, we're good to go, and then we can ease into some dump them out, and then fall face first into the Christmas tree at the very end of the show.
All right.
I went with some like holiday favorites and some new stuff today. First, you're gonna hear a lot of people don't know that Tom Petty has a pretty sizable Christmas hit with the Christmas All Over Again. Do you know that song?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that I think people hear all the time, but they're like, they don't think it's Tom Petty. And then when you think of Christmas music, you certainly don't think of Tom Petty, but this is a band called Calexico, and they did a kind of like a holiday covers album called Seasonal Shift. So we're going to do that. This is Tom Petty's song, Christmas All Over Again. We'll be back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan.
It's Christmas time again. Decorations are up. Baby, don't want red water. Baby, don't.
I love songs that end like that. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
Tom.
Samantha and Butler are here. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the nice little stinger. Plang. Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
You just know what you're up against. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him. Let me get his intro ready to go here. And I don't want to be insulting. Where is it? God damn it. Where did I do with it? No, I got it. Swear to God, I got it. Here we go.
Ross's Piece of Shit News.
Ross's News today brought to you by Gringos Locos.
And Corona.
And the coronavirus that's coursing through your veins.
You can go to gringoslocos.com for all their locations. And, of course, downtown, they got the Milk District location on Michigan Avenue.
Why don't you shut the fuck up?
UCF. Gringos Locos.
You know what's crazy is Gringos Locos also has a class in advanced fingering.
Don't talk about it.
I did that last night.
No.
All right.
I did.
No.
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You know what? That's a good man right there. You, sir, weirdo.
No.
You're a weirdo.
Nobody wants that a woman in their...
I got asked to add
people
one.
want it.
I got asked to add one.
The people want it.
If you got asked to add one, is because
one
short.
No, I got to add
Disrespectful.
put two, not one. God.
Well, no.
What'd you think? She wanted me to grow another finger?
No. I thought you meant add one to...
He's saying you got a small dick.
That's what I
nobody do. You do that? Is that what you do?
No. I assume that
I've never heard
fingers
of that. Is that a thing? Put a shim in
sure
there?
Someone's done
are
it.
not involved after a certain amount. After you get to a certain age, you do not.
Ross, I apologize for this. This is terrible.
Ross brought it up.
That's true. He did.
Ross, you got a show tonight, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm at the West End tonight with Chris Buck and Phil Ismay.
Cool.
Chris Buck is our buddy, Dan Cummins' buddy.
Is it?
Yeah. When Dan Cummins comes to town, that's who he likes to open for him. Chris Buck is hilarious. He's a joke machine. He shows up with like 20 legal pads of jokes he's written and is like deciding what to do the night of. It's amazing.
He's also like really, really nice. So go support these guys. Like I've exchanged emails with old Chris Buck many, many times. He's a good dude. So go out there and not only support Ross and the live comedy that we have around here, but support some of the other guys that are friends with Dan Cummins.
Drinkatwestend.com. You can get tickets right now.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
All right, Ross, what do we got today?
We got tons of news. It's almost like some big black hole that's been sucking up all the news attention is like on radio silent or something.
Yeah.
There's like it's crazy. Specifically, not commenting on that or not commenting in this situation. Fucking our whole government just got hacked, you guys.
Yeah.
You heard about this?
Yeah.
The Energy Department, Commerce, Treasury, basically, we just suffered a state-level hacking that lasted for who knows how long. And they're saying they didn't get anything serious. They're saying two things.
Of course
they didn't get anything serious. We don't know what happened yet. We're still piecing it all
And
together.
they also don't know what they got. So that's great.
Obviously, I don't know computers, so I'm going to leave this up.
And we'll know
to
this
you
is
guys.
above my dude. I use computers for good. You know what I mean? Like I can edit using Logic and GarageBand and Photoshop. I can dabble in that. Butler, you dabble in. You're really good at Photoshop. You can do Excel spreadsheets, that kind of stuff. But when it comes to actually using a computer, it'd be like I think it's like the difference between building your own AR and just buying one and knowing how to shoot it.
Okay,
you know what
pulling
I mean?
the trigger.
Yeah.
Well, I only know about hacking through the 1990s movie Hackers.
Yeah.
And which I assume all hackers dress a big Billy Jinkos, colored hair.
And they always have a gas mask on, just in case.
Yeah. And so when they say that they hacked our government, what the hell does that even mean, even in layman's terms? Because I assume like our government is so gigantic and is so separated into all these different parts, the state, local level, federal level, and even at the federal level, it's not like just one thing. It's like government. It's like all. I imagine there's a million pieces of that. So it's like, what did they hack into?
And is there is there one human being that you guys think that's in, I would imagine, North America, probably in Florida, that actually thinks that they targeted the Dell that was on President Trump's desk? Do you know what I mean? Like, do they think it's that, like, rudimentary, like, hacking? There's got to be one dumb person.
I'm sure, yeah.
There's a lot of dumb people, like me, myself.
Well, no, you're not that dumb. I'm talking real dumb.
But then, also, this is super complicated, and I'm sure that, hacking the government, it means something specific that some computer nerd could tell us. Like,
they probably hacked into a bunch of different servers.
Or is it, Ross, do you get the feeling that this is like a national dick out competition because this shit happens all the time anyway?
Right now, anybody who's pointing any fingers right now is pointing them at Russia, and Russia's saying, no, it's not us.
Right, of course, like they always do. But like, my point is that, like, it's not like we don't do that to them. And they obviously do it to us. So is it more of a badge of honor to, like, do this and then, like, go, hey, we got through and look at us? You know, is it like, is that the...
No. This is huge. They got us and they got us good. They got a bunch of shit. So this is since March 2020. They've been, like I said, Treasury. It's through this software from this Texas company called SolarWinds. So 18,000 SolarWinds Orion customers downloaded updates that basically that were basically the hacker software. It was a malicious software package. They all installed it. And then so since then, they've what they're admitting right now is that the hackers at least monitored data, including State Department, Defense Department, Homeland Security, Treasury, Commerce, and also energy. And I know you're saying, Tom, why is energy so important? They have all the keys to all the nukes, the nuclear plants, the nuclear reactors, and all the bombs and shit.
Oh, I thought that all of our nuclear bombs were on rudimentary, old school technology that's
like
not even connected.
Based,
yeah. That's like all.
I always thought that too.
Yeah, and they do that on purpose so that there's no way to hack into them.
It's almost got to be like human powered.
Yeah. All the computers basically aren't connected to any internet.
Led you to believe.
But again, I don't know nothing.
They got a bunch of fucking diagrams of fucking nuclear bombs and all the missiles that drive them and shit. All that shit's on networked laptops that a scientist can send back and forth. Like, hey, I tweaked the fin design on this one that's designed for Beijing.
Do you think, Ross, though, I'm kind of leaning more towards what Daniel's theory is it's just a dick out thing where
like it's like, look how good we are at hacking.
Like Russia's like, wow, we already got all the schematics of nuclear bombs and shit. You could Google that. Like it's already
they already have a lot of stuff that they could like if they wanted to just start bombing or launching missiles. I mean, obviously they could do that.
We're just gonna hack into your system just
to show how weak you are,
to prove a point, and to make you look like fools.
Like the way I look at it, it's like super ultra military nerd pulling your pants down to say, look at how shitty your like computer hackers are compared to our badass Russian guys.
Here's my personal stoner theory about this is I don't know if we talked about this. The CIA basically for a long time, it was just revealed pretty recently, ran the #1 like encryption company in the world for nation level actors, and that got revealed. And I think this is pretty much everybody that's pissed off about that saying, hey, fuck you guys, we have all your shit for at least 8 months. Everything, all your ATM scan, everything you looked at on a computer, everything you did for 8 months, we got it on fucking hard drives. Fuck you.
and it is true, right? Like if the government finds, like say there's some kid that's in their parents' basement and he's just like a genius, a computer genius, or like on the spectrum hardcore, but it like he
Max
can.
Broderick, we switched over to war games now.
Yeah, and no, I'm just saying like, and then if the government finds out if those like if that person exists, they ask that person to work for them to just work on this kind of shit, right?
True.
And they usually pay. Do they outpay other companies that may want this computer genius? Like say Google wants them. Wasn't that a problem a while ago?
I think they land the helicopter in your yard, and then a guy with a beret wearing a full suit walks to the back, and then he talks to you about doing one last mission for him, and you deny it the first time, but then he kind of alludes to the fact that he has your daughter tied up at an undisclosed location, so he's forcing her hand. That's how I think it happens.
The Washington Post is saying that it is probably this hacking group called Cozy Bear.
Cozy Bear, yeah.
Apartment 29. So, Tom, like the way, our stuff makes it over to Russia, there is every chance this is some kids in Janko's type situation.
Yeah.
Well, it's either that or it's a couple kids that are like, after they're done hacking, they put together boxes and jump Gravedigger. Sorry, I knew that'd make you laugh. That's the only reason I said it.
By the way, if you want to drop the nerd stereotype, quit naming all the viruses, stupid names.
No, but their group is called Cozy Bear. Read about this last night.
What is
like? It's another middle finger because it's like if they'd been named Tap Out or Affliction.
It's the opposite. It's a mediocre time.
But it is weird because the more I read about this, though, honestly, Ross, I mean, I don't know what your take is. I know your stoner theory take, but it's kind of scary. This is the type of stuff, the more you read, it makes you, like I remember my mom didn't like paying bills online. And this is why people don't like paying bills online. It's very scary.
Like, and also, Ross, like we have the ability, like we have supercomputers that can do like so many calculations nanosecond that it's pretty. I mean, we're getting closer and closer to like quantum intelligence on a computer or whatever it's like. And then so we have all this technology. Can't you make a system that's impossible to hack, that like you would literally, there's so many trillions of like things that change, so many, just like Bitcoin is impossible to hack. And I know that has to do with like so many different people mining it. You can't hack them all. I'm just like, isn't there a way the government can make it where you can't get in? It seems like there is.
The problem is that somebody has to use it at the end of the day. And this is just off the top of my dome. I heard this on NPR like last week. They were doing a year-end computer security roundup, and the guy was like, all right, here's the top 10 passwords of the people that had this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was the whole top 10 was just all strings of like sequential numbers. One guy would try to mix it up and go like 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that was the most sophisticated password they had on their list. And so at the end of the day, like some idiot's going to have to use your system.
It's human error. Yeah. That's the problem.
But okay, let me ask you this: if with like my iPhone, is it impossible for a hacker to have a program that can try to figure out, if I think of a password, it would be virtually impossible for them to get that, right? If I made it unique enough. Or are we at a place now where they can just random number generate shit like monkeys typing on keyboards to a point where you can get the password and it opens it up because they're just executing millions of passwords executed at nanoseconds, kind of like you said.
But most systems will it's like your bank account, your Wachovia account. After you enter your password wrong 5 times in a row, it'll lock it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anyway, I don't know.
This was so sophisticated, they convinced 18,000 people to download basically a malicious patch.
Right.
18,000 people just downloaded this shit that let them look at their computers.
Yeah, a bunch of memes clicked on a racist email. You know what I'm saying? You're preying on the...
No, it's the government workers.
Yeah. No, I know.
No, but I mean, there's a lot of old, clueless government workers. So, all right. Well, hey, that's a scary one. What else you got, Ross?
This is I'll bring it back up, Dan. This one starts out a little bit of a downer. Illinois, mom takes the kid to get a picture with Santa, right? Santa asks the kid what he wants for Christmas. The kid says he wants a Nerf gun. All right?
All right.
Santa goes, no guns. All right? And this is a video that is apparently going around. I haven't seen the video. I've just read this article. But
what are the responses?
Santa goes, no. What's that?
What are the responses? So, I mean, obviously you got. What? Yeah, I mean, people are calling that Santa every bad word in the book. Oh man.
Oh, he's not Santa anymore, Dan. But yeah, so apparently the mom thought that Santa misheard him, and she thought he just heard the word gun. So she goes, no, he just wants a Nerf gun. And then Santa doubles down and is like, no guns at all, kid. We're not doing guns this year. And
wow,
the kid starts crying. The kid ends up in tears.
God. This a video?
Oh man.
Yes.
I kind of want to laugh at this.
The mall, basically, I don't know if they fired the Santa or if he left willingly. That's kind of unclear, but he's not Santa at that mall anymore. The mall sent this kid a bunch of Nerf guns, and then
fuck that.
Oh, now he's got an arsenal. My God,
Right.
He's got like a fucking Matrix style Neo.
Like his kid army.
His whole wall looks like Mike's Busey's gun wall.
I think every Santa, mall Santa, should push their agenda, no matter what it is, and work it in there. And so,
I mean, he's a fake character anyway.
As much as I don't want to agree, I have to because it's going to be so fun to see. Yeah,
it does make me laugh that Santa made a kid cry.
Like they asked for Lincoln Logs, and you're like, you know what you could build with that? A wall, a big wall. You start everything goes into what your agenda is. Then you start talking about conspiracy theories. You just throw that in there too.
What happened, Ross? Ross was alluding to there's more to the story.
Okay. What happened?
This kid, the mall was just tip of the iceberg. Hasbro sent him a shitload of Nerf guns. And then Wayne LaPierre and the NRA show up. They make this kid an NRA lifetime member and give him a shitload of Nerf guns.
That's weird.
Yes. No, that's
How old is the kid?
You know what? I love this.
The fuck?
This kid doesn't deserve this shit.
No, he doesn't.
No, leave him alone. He's a lifetime NRA member. When God takes him out of my cold, dead hands.
We're the kids.
Wasn't that Charlton Heston, Ross, that stood up in front of the NRA and screamed that?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, it's great. Oh, this is awesome. I'm not anti-gun at all, but this is fucking fantastic. Yeah, this is great.
What is, and I imagine this happens everywhere, but humanity. I'm just going to say humanity instead of like Americans or whatever.
It's a 4-year-old child. This is dumb.
Humanity, we will see a story about a kid and Santa, and the Santa's like, no guns or whatever. We'll see that. And we're like, what? You're getting pissed off. You're like, I got to get this kid a bunch of Nerf guns. How dare this guy? And then as you go to the store to buy him too many Nerf guns, 15, a stranger, by the way, you walk past dozens of homeless people, and you're like, this kid needs some Nerf guns.
Please, my daughter needs something to eat,
sir.
And
then he gets shipments of Nerf guns and shit, and then we're all so excited to give like that, or the meme on the bus that some 14-year-old bullied her and give her $30,000
so what?
or $300,000.
Santa Claus said no. Get used to hearing the word no, kid.
Exactly.
I get told no all the fucking time.
Santa said, nope, not even a Nerf gun. And he said the boy's dad could get it for him and offered to bring other toys. He said, well, come on, cut Santa a break.
This is not the first time that I've heard the Santa does not bring guns thing. I've heard that before. Ross, have you heard that before?
No, that Santa just shut your mouth and just do your job. But no, that's his job.
I understand, but I'm just
really
saying. I'm just saying, as far as knowledge goes, this is not the first time that I've ever heard hey, Santa doesn't bring guns. He only brings fun, toys that don't hurt people.
Well, if that's what the company told you to do.
Well, what if the kid asks for something really fucked up and then Santa says no?
I'm sure they all go through training.
I want an RPG.
And then they
I want my mom's uterus in a bowl.
But you probably are
don't tell my son no.
But
stupid.
You're trained
Give
to probably
me your uterus, Sally.
say, if the kid asks for something that obviously is naughty, or asks for porno mags or some shit,
why are you making porno mags? That's just body, man.
They're trained.
If something bad, he's being naughty, and you can tell him he's not going to get cold if he doesn't straighten up. It's built into the system.
Yeah. If there's a script, just follow the shit. You work for Simon Mull or whatever.
I am with you. Don't go rogue, but it is really funny.
Well, yeah. And also, why do we feel
and
the
do
need
a Christmas story style? Put your boot on his head and push him down the slide. right? I mean, that's the best part of that movie for me. I love it. I love how mean that shit is.
That when the kid gets his tongue stuck to the pole, that's the best.
Oh, by the way, I reached out to the guy that plays Santa Claus in Home Alone.
Okay.
You know the guy that gives him, I gotta give you something,
Yeah,
gives him
yeah,
the tic tac? That guy, and he'll do an interview with us.
All right.
Yeah.
How'd you reach out to him?
I found him on Twitter. He is, I did this drunkenly and just remembered now.
It would have been good to do today since
yeah,
our last
Yeah, well,
show.
no, I'm going to do it. I think we're going to do it maybe middle of summer.
Okay.
And,
all right.
but yeah, he's a Second City guy and super funny comic. And that was like a big role. And he doesn't seem to think it's a big deal. But to me, I'm like, I know
Hell
who
yeah.
you are. So yeah, I'll see if I can set that up.
All right, what else we got, Ross?
All right, while we're talking about toys, this is kind of a weird general list of toys. The top 9 toys. I think Walmart's involved with this list. It's got some basic boring stuff, and then it's got some weird shit that I've never heard of. So
all right.
I'll start with the basic stuff. We got like a LOL surprise clubhouse playset, basically like a kind of a dollhouse for the modern girl.
Yeah, Maisie, it's called LOLs. I'll help you, not LOL, but I mispronounced it too. It's LOL dolls, LOL surprise. They're all the rage. They're basically little twerking, booty popping, tiny little sexy dolls with big titties and big popped out booty asses.
Sassy little bitches.
Yeah, they're sassy little like thugsters and who like look like they do drugs and get around and they can grind and smoke weed every day. And my daughter loves them.
What is it?
It's like homies.
But how big are they? Like
they're like like that. And then
They
I
have
got her some
different
of the
sizes,
bigger
yeah.
ones that have crazy hair. One of the ones she has. And I just have to like take everything I know as a dad and throw it away to go against everything that I told Ross I would do because he knew better than I did. And I have to remind him of that I was absolutely wrong. And the doll is called Roller Girl, and it's basically the Heather Graham character from Boogie Nights just in a doll. Big ass titties with nipples.
They
have genitalia. They have nipples. They have dick and balls and pussies.
Call my fucking wife.
What is this? LOL dolls?
Yeah. What, do you want to buy one?
They have a vagina.
Yes,
front
there's a
butt.
vagina.
Like a front
Some
slit.
of them pee. You squeeze them and they pee out their vagina.
This page I got right here says appropriate for ages 4 and up, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm telling
you guys clowning me?
No,
they
I swear
have
to God.
titties.
It's a big controversy.
Call my wife.
And they have penises.
Yeah.
And a hatchet wound.
They got penises.
Don't think.
Oh, I can't show it on Twitch. I don't
No,
think.
you can't. But look, it's got a little dick.
Yeah. It's a big controversy.
It's a big controversy.
I drank too much of this big one. Yeah, parents have been like up in arms about this shit for a couple years now.
Well, why even put it there?
I
It
don't
goes
know.
back to the butthole. So why
God.
even bother with it? Is it for educational reasons? Like, did some doctor or physician say like
Anatomically
dolls
correct,
should be
man.
but is that a good thing?
I don't know.
Maybe so that their kids don't grow up to keep saying pee and Lily.
No, every kid does that.
I just ignore it. No, Maisie doesn't
Tell
do
them
that.
I said that
term.
before. I know.
Last time before Maisie,
you took her innocence.
No,
Oh my God.
I did not.
You took her innocence.
Last night,
She's already. You're like, I'm dead serious about my college education. Like, goddamn, you're 5 years old.
I'm gonna say it like Maisie said it last night to me and Andrea.
You're
As
only
I was
a baby.
tucking her in. I kissed her head, and she looks at Andrea as she pulled her panties off, and she said, "I need Desitin on my vagina." That's what she said. It's not too far. She needed medicine on her body part.
Right,
Not too
right,
far.
right.
It's not too far.
Well, I'm just saying. What about her innocence? The pee-pee and the poo-poo?
No, she doesn't do the pee-pee.
Don't look at it.
Why is that taking away innocence by using
is that
educational
Andrea? That might
terms?
be Andrea.
You only
I don't think
have
I'll answer. I don't think it's her though.
Damn it.
a
Orange City number.
small period of time before
Oh, she said she's calling it.
the harsh realities of being a human hit you, and then you start,
Andrea.
Yeah.
LOL dolls. They have pussies and nipples, right?
No, the boy ones have penises, but I don't.
No, they have little holes, and then they have nipples. The bigger girls, a roller girl, like the Heather Graham one,
hold on.
has titties. Oh, you're
I'm
looking.
looking. I
Oh,
didn't-
she's got them. She's got Ross. This is live. We're going live to Andrea with the dolls.
Well, they have kids dolls that are modeled after movie porn stars?
Oh yes, oh my gosh, they actually do have nipples.
Thank you. Because the first thing a perverted dad does is pull the tops off all your daughter's dolls.
Weird.
Wow, I've never even scoped that out.
Well, that's because you're not in tune with our daughter, and I'm the
Oh,
best parent.
come on.
I am the best
I'm
parent.
glad I don't have to deal with this.
If you could see Ross laughing right now, Andrea.
The worst I have to deal with, my sons are chopping a Minecraft turtle, and then Crystal's like, no, don't hit the turtle. And I'm like, just kill the goddamn Minecraft turtle. And then Max starts getting upset. He's like, no, you're making Mom upset. Tommy, don't kill the turtle. And I'm like, it'll give you points or some shit. Kill the goddamn turtle. And then they're like, no, we'll leave it alone. I'm like, oh, God damn it. Then they go back to making signs to keep each other off their property. I'm like, you have 15 goddamn signs.
Andrea.
You're the only two in here. Do you know to stay off each other's property, you don't have to make 15 signs? And by the way, I'm tired of spelling. Please do not take my stuff, period. I can't take it anymore.
Andrea, Max and Tommy are playing Minecraft on the Switch, and all they do is make signs to tell each other to stay off their fucking property.
Can you just write it down for them? And so when they want to write another sign,
Good idea.
But it's always a different variation. It's like, please do not take my stuff. And then it's like, do not mine my soil or whatever the fuck.
Do not whack my pigs or kill my creepers.
And then I'm like, spend some more time on your goddamn house that has no roof.
Get secured restoration in there.
All the signs. You have 15 signs.
If I had a fucking nickel for every time I told somebody who lived in Castleberry to spend a little more time on their house because they don't have a fucking roof, all they're concerned about is their signs, and you know which ones they are.
So your whole house consists of a tiny room with a bed in it, and it's touching all three walls.
They're minimalists.
But hold on.
Why are you so poor in a fantasy land?
If you're watching Twitch, you're gonna get to. If you're watching Twitch right now, you get to see something that is literally 10 years in the making, and it's the biggest shit-eating grin on Ross's face watching the two of us literally melt down of shit he did 25 years ago. Look how happy he is. Look how happy he is. All right, next story.
Wait, what about the LOL dolls?
Oh, yeah, LOLs. Yeah. LOLs have tits and they have pussies, and the little boys have weenies and balls.
Mm-hmm.
Moving up the list, Dan, you can tell me about if this thing has any genitals. The Razer Black Label E100. This thing, electric scooter, goes about 10 miles an hour.
Oh, we don't have the electric version, but we do have the non-electric Razer scooter, and it lights up. And that's a damn fine product.
We got Squeaky the Balloon Dog. This is like a little robot dog that looks like it's a balloon dog. You feed it with a little air pump. It looks pretty fun.
Yeah, Andrea has seen that.
Hold on, it's like an inflatable balloon dog.
Yeah.
And that's the most popular.
Wait, how are you supposed to be the fun parent if everything Ross says about toys you shit on?
I don't know anything about this because my sons are my sons, so they are aloof and don't care about what they get. And every time I'm like, "What do you want for Christmas?" They start looking around the room. They're like, "I want microphone."
Okay,
I'm like, you're just looking at things and saying it.
Andrea, what is Maisie want again? I forget.
She wants the American Girl doll classroom because she wants to be a teacher and teach her dolls because she's a nerd. Mm-hmm. And then she said slime, and then she want a horse that she could ride on.
A mini horse. Yeah, Ross is working on that, and he's also working on a truck.
I sent Tom a link.
A truck that I can haul it around in. Ross is trying to get me an indoor mini horse with a container car that I drive it around Orlando in. And we're going to be rich.
That 21-year-old's a deal, Dan. Jump on that.
He did. He was sending me links from Craigslist because apparently you really can. If you are a drunk dad, you can buy your kid a fucking pony and stick it in your house.
Like a real one?
Yeah.
There are multiple Florida farms that will sell you a mini horse online.
Yeah, and like same day delivery type shit. Like we'll drive it over for an extra.
I can't wait to see it go up the stairs.
Oh, it's gonna kick holes in the drywall, crazy. That thing will be
all right.
Big old shit.
It's gonna be bad. I love you, man.
Love you too. Bye.
She's busy.
We also got the Animal interactive unboxing toy truck. This is a toy truck that basically tears itself out of its own package. Looks pretty fucking cool. If I was a kid, I would want that.
Wait a minute. It unboxes itself? I'm in.
Yeah. And it, like $35. It looks pretty reasonable. I don't know. Like, it doesn't look like it does a whole lot after it busts out of that box, but you're going to have one fun time with it.
Because I was about to say, it's like after the initial busting out of the box, then you're like, all right, well, what do we do next? And like, I guess hit the button again. Oh, it's busting out of an imaginary box now because it's already done it.
You got to think like in hooker terms here. You know, it's $35. I got my blowjob and I'm down the road.
Well, it's still a big monster truck. You can still play with it.
Not as cool as it breaking out of the box, though.
Yeah, but if it's designed to like,
oh,
to
actually,
break
it's
out
pretty
of the
cool. It can go off road. I'm looking at it. I might buy one of these.
God.
Is it a remote control?
Yeah.
Now, is it remote control
For Travis.
with the AA batteries that you use or the rechargeable? Because there's
Yes.
a difference.
Can I rant on something for a second? If you buy your son or daughter a remote-controlled car that has two buttons, one makes it go forward and the other makes it just back, like go backwards in one direction, and that's how you have to turn it around?
It has retractable claws and lights and sounds.
That sounds like it's a reboot of the one that came out when I was a kid. That was the wheel.
It can tow things.
Would have claws that come out.
Yep, that's what it has. Yep.
Ross, what the fuck was that called? Was it called Animal? Animal?
This is called the Animal.
Oh, it's called the Animal? Oh, that's a reboot. That's the same one I had as a kid. That's
It's
fucking
cool.
44 years old.
I had a Mad Trax.
Added a cool box to it.
Get that for your kids, Tom.
Good call. I might actually pick that up if I can find one. What else you got?
Okay, we got your classic Hot Wheels set. They got this thing called the Sky Crash Tower Track set. Pretty standard. Here's where we get into the stuff that I am weirded out by. All right, Dan. Would Maisie be interested in Sensory FX ASMR Mega Bar?
No.
This is a
Trash.
little. It's like Mr. Microphone, but set up for you to record your own ASMR videos.
Dude, you're in my
hilarious.
brain, Ross. What do you think Andrea, Maisie doesn't listen to this. Andrea's mom got Maisie a Mr. Microphone for Christmas.
Cool.
Like a karaoke one that like you
Kevin from Home Alone
Yeah,
too.
well, you
That's
can,
Talk Boy.
Yeah, well, no, we have a Talk Boy that's Andrea's, but you can Bluetooth in and then like sing over like different tracks. It's super cool. You can sing in the car.
This is interesting.
For Maisie,
Yeah.
Is she going to be able to? Because my sons will never figure out Bluetooth or how to connect.
Once it's connected, she won't know how to like link it herself. But once it's connected, it's off to the races.
What about being ASMR themed though? That's what I thought was weird about it, Dan. Like, what kid is like, "Yay, I got the ASMR toy. Now I can make droning tracks."
It's not an educational thing, right? It's
I
not
think
like
it might
What's
be
educational about that?
geared towards like maybe people on the spectrum that have like where they touch textures and
okay.
sounds and stuff
So
because
like,
it's supposed to be like oddly
like
satisfying and soothing.
almost like an autistic
Right.
toy. All right, okay, all right.
Do kids that are into, because the people that are into ASMR are like what's Nikki Glazer that we had in here? Remember?
Yeah, it's very calming to her. She uses
Right.
it as a form of
kinda like
therapy.
therapy, yeah.
It's even in the new game Cyberpunk 2077. You can like find a person and have them like give you an ASMR chat or something. Like, I guess there is. Just because we don't necessarily believe in it doesn't necessarily mean it's purposeless. So.
Well, no, I mean, obviously the people have some sort of, it's like therapy to them, or they like, get some sort of feeling out of it. Like the Nikki Glazer described it as like it's just some sort of calming,
centering.
thing.
I think
meditative state they can get into.
Yeah, but does it happen with kids too? Like,
yes.
But you have to be into that, right?
I think so. Yeah.
They're people just smaller.
No. But you motherfucker, this guy. You know what?
I knew that would be the one.
Back to getting you. I was not.
I knew that would be the
He's
one.
writing down back to get
My God, Ross, if you just saw what he did, he scratched out Butler's name and he put a heart around yours. I've never seen him do that.
I got off the pranking Butler train. I was just like, fuck.
Why'd you get off?
Too lazy.
He's mad as fuck
because I was just
now.
like, whatever, fuck it. But now I got the energy to do it again.
All right.
All right.
All right, Ross. What's the next story?
Last toy. Remember Bop It?
Yes.
I love Bop It, yeah.
Bop It, but shaped by like Baby Yoda.
Okay.
So Bop It's just a balloon.
What's his name again? I don't want to.
I haven't watched it yet. Okay,
Grogu.
thanks for the spoiler.
Yeah, it's not really a spoiler. I mean,
it is because I did know.
Well, it's not. His name is not.
The guy that was bitching about spoilers earlier today just spoiled something for me.
It's Butler. I'm sorry.
It just basically is an inflatable with sand at the bottom, so that it always rights itself. Is
punch
that
the shit out of it.
No, that's a kid's punching bag. Bop It's the one where you twist it.
Yeah,
Bop it.
pull it. Shake it. Yeah.
You've played that, dude. We had one at the radio station. It's like a little. It's like a. You remember Simon, the game Simon, red, yellow, blue, green.
Okay, yeah.
It's that, but like instead of just hitting the color or tapping it, you twist a little thing, you pull a little crank, you twist or spin a little. It's like a little plastic, I guess, box that has different implements of. I don't know. What do you even call this?
Function of
I don't even know what you call those things.
Push the button.
Fidgeting type play, and you push those in an order in order to try and get the most amount of.
Like Simon.
Correct. Yeah,
So
just like Simon.
It tells you the order, then you have to mimic.
I gave a horrible explanation.
I
for that.
see what it is. It's I've never seen that.
Yeah,
before.
those were fun. They did Bop It, and then they did Bop It like a junior one. That was like a keychain style.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it just kind of faded away. And then now I guess it's back with, they did another one that I saw Ross with, or no, you know what? They didn't do another one. I saw a rapper. This is an interesting twist. I saw, pun intended. I saw a rapper take the sounds from Bop It and then do a song, kind of like a throwback early 2000s, late 90s, wrapped around the idea of Bop It. Kind of cool, right?
All right, Ross. What's the next
So what do you
one?
twist Yoda's ear or something? What do you do?
Not clear. I'm imagining you have to hit Baby Yoda in the head at some point. That's got to be fun, right?
Like that Stormtrooper did.
The amount of money that is Lucas still? Did the Disney bought the rights? Yeah. So it's just an endless amount of money. Just put Yoda on everything, sell millions of them. Just print.
It's like the
print
biggest
money
one I've
forever.
ever seen too. I mean, it's just like and getting bigger.
Yeah. I mean, think about the age range it spans from like kids they grew up in the 70s that were into Star Wars. It's still
And this
now.
guy,
It's like,
look at that guy.
No. It's like,
That guy. Have you seen his
50-year-olds
Hallmark?
to 8-year-olds?
Have you seen his Hallmark ornament collection?
I mean, he has tattoos on his body.
No, I know. Yeah,
Sam, crazier than tattoos on his body, he has ornaments that will communicate to each other on his tree.
The Star Wars?
Yeah, they talk to each other, and they do dialogue from the movie, right?
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes long. It's great.
That's fine.
Yeah, but
He's trying to give you some
let
content here.
Let Baby Yoda stab Baby Yoda Khaleesi, and that could all go away.
What else he got, man? Are we near the end?
We got a ton of news out of Japan. Japan, I don't know if it was a record-setting traffic jam, but there were apparently 2,100 cars trapped in a traffic jam. They just also brought back a sample of an asteroid. They sent a probe up to an asteroid, jammed a tantalum probe into it, and got a sample of the surface. And then they blew a goddamn crater in the thing and got a sample closer to the core. But the story I want to talk about out of Japan, this guy they call the Twitter killer.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. They got him. The Twitter killer got him. Oh, God.
Hold on. What is
no,
Twitter?
He's back. Okay.
It actually got me for a second, you guys. Sorry. The Twitter killer, this guy would look for people on Twitter in his area that were suicidal, and he would hit them up and say, like, either he would help them with it or, like, even commit suicide with them.
Right.
Then he would get them in his apartment and fucking Dahmer the fuck out of them. They were looking for a person. They found the remains of 9 people in his apartment. They got him, sentenced him to death. This is why I'm telling you guys about this story. In Japan, they only do hanging. I think there's like 10 people on death row right now, and they don't tell you when. They only tell you the day of.
Nice.
So you just sit there and wait. You have no
Hell yeah.
final date?
Let him.
It's like Disney's
sweat.
Rise of the Resistance. It's the same thing they do when you try to go get on that.
I have a couple things.
What are the
about
odds? His Twitter handle in Japanese loosely translates to hangman. Did you know that, Ross? And he's going to be hung?
that is it.
That's kind of ironic, right?
Okay.
Now, why does Sam, like, we'll hear a news story about a killer, and Sam's like, oh, yeah, I didn't read that for like 6 months.
So,
got my finger on the pulse.
A
couple things about this.
Watch our fingers.
One being, is Japan super technology or
Tradition, a lot of tradition.
Because, like, I'm disappointed that Japan
No, but
still
the hanging
has...
is in culture. I mean, think of the forest where the Pauls went and, were very disrespectful. And
I just assume there's some Japanese company that can invent some sort of...
It's cheap.
Bolt of
just
electric...
a rope.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it is
We're
cheap,
like the
but
gun country, right? Like, so they probably look at us and they're like, every time they want to kill themselves with the guns,
but
my God.
It's a little
breaks
old,
their neck and drops
barbaric. No, but it's just like you're dropping something, breaking your neck. Like, where are you doing
This
it?
guy killed and dismembered 9 people.
No, I
know
understand.
what? Let him
But
hang.
your intention is to kill them, or if your intention is to torture him, that's one thing. Then start burning his fingerprints off, or whatever you feel like.
They've already done that, I'm sure.
I don't give a shit what happens to this guy. I'm just saying that I'm surprised and I'm disappointed at Japan for not having some sort of robot that smashes you in 2 instants. You know, some sort of like
turns you into a fucking Pokemon.
Something cooler than just hanging, like Old West.
I think I'd rather just stand blindfolded and have somebody drive over me really fast with a Jeep or something.
No, it's painful.
Be dead instantly. They're doing like 90 when they hit me.
Also, I'm mad that they have giant traffic jams. Like, Japan, get your shit together, and like you have ultimate
don't
technology.
be like Orlando.
Put some hyperloops in there or something cool. Like, why are you still driving around? Like just making the lanes wider? Because I've seen the pictures of this on Facebook.
Bullet train.
It's like 18 lanes wide road with 1 million cars. You're like, what? This is it? And this is gonna sound really bad, but follow me with this. If you're gonna kill anybody, right? I mean, killing the people that you were going to kill themselves, I mean, a little bit better than Rando.
No, but it's got a little bit of a Dexter. I thought of that too.
It's a little bit better.
It's got a Dexter thing to it.
No, I'm just saying, in the grand scheme, okay, if you look at a serial killer and you're like killing innocent people, the worst,
These people
right?
were innocent.
But then the people that were like, I'm going to kill myself, then this guy kills them, and just one little. I know
somebody that's.
I know.
Yeah.
No,
I know. I'm just. It's a little
taking advantage of somebody who's at their weakest. But if I were a killer, I stand with Tom, and I'll die on this hill too.
It's like
it's one smidge better.
Should you be sentenced the same amount of time if you killed a 99-year-old or an 18-year-old?
He admitted in court that he killed them after they begged for their lives. So yes.
No, I know it's horrible, and it's going to be the same penalty.
We're not going on facts here, Sam.
Okay, fantasy.
No,
killer
it's not
fantasy.
fantasy. We're going on our own opinions and
emotionally,
the facts that we've created.
I'm just saying emotionally, I feel like at least he killed the people that, said they were going to kill themselves. And I wonder one little better than innocent.
Here's what I would wonder.
Even though they were innocent, I'm just saying, like, complete randomness.
Well, are they innocent? Because I would wonder if they're begging for their lives, and I stop and I go, well, you were begging for your life a minute ago when you wanted to fucking kill yourself.
Yeah, you asked for this.
Yeah, and then the guy's like,
look what you were wearing.
Well, maybe they were like, no, don't even throw that in.
Okay.
And then they're like, you're right. I do want to kill myself.
For
I'm like,
instance-
see?
For instance,
see?
if you found out that someone keyed someone's car, right? You'd be like, what a piece of shit. Why would you do that? But then you found out it was a demolition derby car. You know what I'm saying? Then it's a little less, right? Than a brand new.
That is a phenomenal analogy.
I'm just saying, it makes it, you're still an asshole for keying their car.
That car? Is that Ray?
Come on. Oh, sorry.
All right, Tom, if it makes you feel any better, he also killed one of the girl's boyfriend, too.
Oh, yeah. He screwed that up.
That's just collateral damage.
He didn't say he wanted to kill himself. Like,
no, you know what? Unfortunately, that's the boyfriend's fault. It was a 2-for-1. It was a 2-for-1.
And was it his fault? That's the reason why she wanted to kill himself or herself?
Wait, what?
He was trying to keep him quiet.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if she's like, I'm going to kill myself because my boyfriend's such an asshole.
And the ages were from like 15 to 28. He killed a 15-year-old. Oh, now it's different because a 15-year-old wanted to kill themselves?
No.
I like to think the boyfriend was like, I'm going to sit in the car. You go ahead and go in there. She's like, no, come on in. Like,
Why are they calling him the Twitter killer?
Because he would follow people on Twitter and kind of
He invented
look
Twitter.
for people that
That's
were
what I
depressed
heard.
or saying suicidal things.
How would he
Hashtag suicide. I don't know. I don't know how he found them. Somehow on Twitter.
You stop.
I understand like he found the post that you could search for like I'm gonna commit suicide or something, but how would then he start communicating
He's sliding
with
their
them?
DMs. What do you mean?
And then you
He
would
befriended them.
and
gain their trust.
And then you give these people strangers your address and shit.
Yeah, he's killing them. What does he care if they have his address?
No. I mean the person that got killed. Like they gave him
No,
this killer.
they would go to his apartment.
For a split second, I was like sitting
Oh.
here, you guys are talking about all this, and then like I kind of, I don't know.
Blacked
kinda-
out?
No, just kind of like I started getting in my own mind, and I was like, I think I've actually done this.
Uh-oh.
But I didn't. It's fine.
Well, it's just weird like that you show up at strangers' places that you meet on
Kind
the
of like that
internet, right?
Craigslist guy, remember, that would kill the people?
Craigslist killer, yeah.
Yeah,
But that is
crazy.
understandable because you're like
It's
you're
not like
trying
they
to make
talked
a
once and they went
transaction.
to his apartment.
You develop a
Yeah.
relationship. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Okay.
Yeah, Tom, it's weird. It's almost like these suicidal people aren't thinking straight.
Right.
I know.
Well, it must have been over time.
That's why I assure people when I do it, I will have been of sound mind. Like
Okay.
100%. I
Two
really
code
thought
verification.
Is that it, Ross?
Jesus.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
You're a robot, man.
I did talk to you guys about the South Korean spy balloons. We were going to talk about Pornhub removing user content.
And they
God, I
should, yeah.
Talk about the Aztec Skull Tower, but if it's okay, one more story.
Ooh, Skull Tower sounds great.
Look up the Aztec Skull Tower on your own. It is a fucking fantastic sight to behold.
All right.
Hold on, I want to hear about it now. We got time.
Oh, now I got time.
Close it out. That's homework for you now. We got to talk about this guy, Senator Mike Lee. Okay, the Senate was voting on whether or not they were going to build 2 more museums up on the National Mall. You know, where we got the Air and Space Museum. We got all kinds of museums up there. They were going to build a museum for American women and one for Latinos, and they wanted it to be a unanimous bipartisan vote to symbolize that everybody in America basically wanted these museums to happen. Everybody voted yes, except for Senator Mike Lee.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not getting 2 new museums on the National Mall because this one guy. I'll tell you what he said. I'm gonna take. It's a long speech, but I'm just gonna get to the best parts.
Okay.
Objection to the creation of a new Smithsonian museum or series of museums based on group identity is not a matter of budgetary or legislative technicalities. It is a matter of national unity and cultural inclusion. I understand what my colleagues are trying to do and why. I respect what they're trying to do. But the last thing we need to do is further divide an already divided nation with an array of segregated, separate but equal museums for hyphenated identity groups. End quote. What a guy.
So he's saying
and that's
that
usually the counterpoint
Right.
is if you do that, then you're kind of segmenting us up.
it's like all of you are voting
It's
for
the
bad.
argument
I'm
of
the good one.
why is there a BET? Why isn't there a
Yeah.
WET? It's like, oh my god.
I mean, I just as
on, why
a
isn't-
huge fan of the Smithsonian, like I love it. Like I love going there and checking it out, and I'm probably in the minority because I know a lot of people don't like museums.
I love
but
it, though. I love it.
I just think it's fucking awesome. And I would love, and I've never been able to truly go up there and partake in marijuana and then just walk through there for hours, which is truly what I want to do. Alone though, Ross. I don't want to do it with my kid. You know what I mean? I just want to go there by myself for one Saturday and just get high and walk all the museums. But as a guy who likes that, it sucks to think that we're not going to be able to do that kind of stuff because some of the best installations we've even had in Orlando were ones that were teaching me about stuff that I don't know about. There was a really good one at it's right near the downtown branch of our good friends, our client, the Orange County Libraries system. There is the historical center down there is phenomenal downtown. I don't know what their hours are now, or if you can get in there and see their installations, but it's dope, man.
I do like this story only because it's a little bit like the principal screaming at the auditorium. If anybody makes one more sound, you guys are all coming here.
Peep, right? Yeah.
If anybody makes one more peep, we're gonna come to school on Saturday. We're all gonna suffer.
Yeah.
Every one of you, one more, and then. And that kid,
you couldn't have picked a better sound.
Is the equivalent to the senator is like, all right, everybody's gonna vote for this, right? It's a good thing. It's a so all the ayes and things like. Nah. It ruined it.
Right.
I just like the ruining factor of it. Anyway, I want to hear about the skulls.
One more vote. Like, let's do one more vote. Majority rule this time. Fuck you, Mike Lee.
So also a story though too that will be forgotten in one news cycle one day.
Yeah,
Then
it'll
people
be
are like,
fine.
right.
Tomorrow. It's gone. It's gone.
He'll put out flyers bragging about it next election. Like wherever he's from, I'm not sure, whatever white bread state he's from, he'll put out a mail flyer like, I stopped the Latino Museum. Don't you want me back in Washington?
Well, you got my pop-ups vote. That's a good platform for him.
Yeah, he's the senator of Utah.
Yeah, that's
so that
awesome.
tells you something.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, good luck with the gig tonight, man.
Thanks, Dan.
I hope it goes...
West End, me and Chris Buck and Phil Ismay. If you guys want to see me any other night, Bull and Bush, I'm there Wednesdays for open mic, first and third Saturday every month. This Saturday, we got a great show. And check out Tots with Ross, the Orlando talk show, and your favorite podcast app.
Yeah, so who is on Tots with Ross? What's the latest episode? I forget.
Shit, Killer Bees is out, and we got one recorded. Who did I just record with that I can't remember?
I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to put you on the spot. But
it'll be a fun surprise.
Go see Killer Bees, or go check out the episode with Killer Bees. You'll definitely dig that. We love you, brother. Have a great holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And we'll see you real soon, okay?
Happy Die Hard to us all.
All right, man. Be good.
See you, Ross.
I forgot that Ross is the absolute king of the Die Hard movies, being his favorite holiday movie.
What is that? The whole argument, and then it's like, well, this is a holiday movie.
I honestly believe the Die Hard, after seeing it enough times, I do think it is, in fact, a Christmas movie. I think you have to say it is.
So is that Batman Returns,
Yeah.
Gremlins,
Home Alone?
Home
Because Home Alone is basically kid Die Hard, right?
Yeah, I guess kind of.
If you've taken the time to
But
download the memes,
antagonist, protagonist, fight it out, and somebody wins, and then at the end you celebrate Christmas, right? Home Alone and Die Hard are very similar movies, guys.
To me, it's just if you've taken the time to make the meme in the meme generator, the gremlin with the there's like if you're doing that, you've definitely looked at your own butthole because you wasted your life. Because what is it? What do you get out of that?
I don't make memes, but I do look at my butthole, 100%.
I'm just saying it's another waste for me. What is it? Like what satisfaction do you get out of it? Putting the meme out.
I honestly can't tell you.
Is it then you see it like later in someone else's timeline and you're like, oh yes.
Ross,
Why does anybody put a meme out?
Ross
I don't know. I have no idea.
He makes them, and he actually shut a whole Ross this
Reddit
week.
thread
I think he shut a Reddit thread down because he put a meme in there, and then the guy that owns the Reddit thread deemed that it was political, but Ross wasn't being political, so they shut the whole thread down. And he was mad about it.
I'm not talking
Twin
about
Peaks, right?
shampoo with his memes. Like he puts out funny memes to the BDM, page that people laugh at the show related stuff or whatever. I can understand. All right,
people laugh at other memes other than just our show related memes.
But comedy memes, all right, maybe then you're putting it out there because you're like, this is my joke to the world. I'm talking about the argument towards your stupid point no one cares about.
No, that's
it's
because
just to stir up conversation.
No, that goes back to what I was saying, that people are addicted to arguments.
Yeah.
So,
they are.
Right.
I'm just saying, you're putting out the gremlin meme, like if you,
addicted to arguments. Please argue with me because it's the only thing I have.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And I think I'm a good arguer.
It's super sad.
Yeah.
What, are you going to go kill him, Twitter killer?
Oh, get him.
Damn.
I would. I wouldn't kill the boyfriend, though. I wouldn't.
Right.
I wouldn't do that. I'm not that kind of guy.
I'm just saying if...
I knew I'd get him.
If you got perfectly healthy guy, stage 4 cancer... And then you're like, well,
that's different.
I'm gonna. Well, I understand. I'm just saying, but that's on. If you agree to that, then no, you're closer. You're closer than my point. Then you're like, I gotcha.
Nah, you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The name of the band.
I forgot
is,
Samantha's real passionate about murder.
Oh yeah, it's like her favorite pastime.
Passionate about murder.
This is The Attack. The name of the song is Father Christmas. It's like something we play every single year. It's also like I think the most covered rock song for Christmas I've ever heard of. We'll be back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan momentarily. 1-844-TOMNDAN. Show at TomandDan.com. Merry Christmas, everybody.
And I would hang up my stocking at Christmas, open my presents and not all I want for Christmas is my new Friday. The one God bless you, Merry Christmas.
All right, one of the world's worst Christmas songs ever produced by, do you remember 88 Fingers Louie?
Yeah. Old punk rock band.
All the way back. All I Want for Christmas, Up Your Ass album. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan.
Tom.
Butler is here. Samantha is in the powder room. And what are we doing now,
Let's
buddy?
just dump them out.
Yeah, let's do it.
We
now.
only got a few topics, and then we'll...
And I think I can do this one actually correctly this year. Jeez. Well, I guess that's accurate, right?
That's accurate, yeah.
Yeah, that is accurate. Holy shit.
That's funny.
Let's do it. Here we go.
We've got too many topics on the list today. It's the end of the motherfucking show. So come on, baby, let's dump them out and play. I want to see your topics. Ooh, I want to also see your bottom mix.
Hey!
Dump them out brought to you by White Claw. Have yourself a White Claw for Christmas.
Man, I had my sweater on this morning.
Oh, White Claw sweater?
Yeah,
Oh,
to
I
wear it
should've worn that.
here. And
It was cold
that
today, too.
is- Yeah, but I wore it and I had some stuff to do and I got too hot and I had to take it off.
Delicious White Claw.
Oh, man.
You guys know it. I mean, what?
I love
you
it.
know
I love the 70 Clementine. That's my favorite. And I can't find it right now, which is why I'm drinking water, which is
I've tried other hard seltzers and
Not as
I
good.
like White
No.
Claw the most.
I do too.
I mean, there's some that do good flavors.
No, there's only
but
two I like. I'll be real with it.
They're not all good
White
like White
Claw
Claw.
is my main. Number 2, Funky Buddha. That's
Yeah.
it. Everybody else, I personally believe you're doing it wrong. I really believe it. And the White Claw 70 Clementine is the greatest hard seltzer that's a sessionable drink you would ever find. Yes, sir.
So what's up with your iPad being connected to Maisie?
My iPad is connected to Maisie's iPad, and on said iPad is a picture of the bobblehead that I purchased Samantha that Butler has on his desk that has Barry, the guy that was a porn star that has the ginormous mega dick, who died, and then I believe comedian.
Barry.
Yeah, COVID Barry. And then I believe that comedian, what's his name, Butler? Your mom's house. Tom Segura.
Oh.
And his wife raised money for the family or helped them get their money or
They helped them get the licensing, so all any kind of like the funny
Right.
bits,
Oh.
memes, shirts, stuff like that, it goes
That's
towards
nice
his
of them.
family.
Yeah, so cool story.
Benefiting
And
from it,
Their
yeah.
family get a piece of
Yes.
the bobblehead that you bought.
They did.
Good,
That's why I
good.
bought it. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was charity. It was for charity, and but I bought it as a joke for Samantha. But then it ended up on Butler's desk because he likes ginormous mega.
Well, I didn't want it.
yeah, it was a bad birthday gift. You know, I missed the mark on that one.
My birthday's in April.
I missed the mark.
I feel like it's another societal thing where we'll walk past the person in front of Publix, ring the Christmas bell with the
Oh, yeah.
the radio. We'll walk
Yeah.
right past them. In fact, we'll go out the different exit so
Oh,
that
yeah.
that person. But we'll fight for COVID Barry's rights.
Well, I mean,
We'll be insistent, like, I want to make sure COVID Barry gets his
But he
children
did.
get $1 off his big dick bobblehead.
Yeah, but he
Why
did.
not?
But a picture of the big
It's
dick
weird.
bobblehead that's uncensored was on my iPad, and my iPad
Hmm.
was linked to Maisie's iPad. And then Maisie saw
She's been seeing a lot of ding dongs
Yeah.
lately between Cyberpunk and your.
Question
Yeah,
that?
she's growing up fast.
You have taken her innocence.
That's it. I told you.
Yeah, she's growing up fast. Well, I mean, there is a happy medium somewhere in between what Tom's doing and what I'm doing, and I would urge all parents
What
to
did
do
she
that.
say?
Yeah.
Did she?
Oh, well, of course she said ooh la la. No, she said, I strike dead with
Was she
lightning.
confused? Because
No, she didn't know what it was. She didn't like.
Yeah,
I mean, like it's a beautiful point. It's a beautiful age because there is nothing you can't put negativity on that. You can't make it bad. It's just like to her, it was like a naked black guy.
Also, yeah,
that probably shouldn't have been on her iPad.
If you think about kid logic, if she's seen her LOL doll's penis, it's a tiny. When Samantha showed me the picture, it's a tiny.
Looks like Squidward's nose.
A very little elevator.
I mean,
button.
she didn't see it long. I mean, she's not sitting there analyzing it in her bedroom and drawing on it with an apple
No,
pencil.
but
I mean, literally, it was there, and I.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
is
she probably wouldn't equate that as even being a penis
right.
because it's so abnormally
Might as well be a
huge.
cartoon, right? You're right. You're right.
It would be like, what is that, another foot? Or,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, another leg? Because it's like, it would be something that she never even thought that was possible.
So I'm just having to tighten up. You know what I mean? Like, it's, it's time. She's clever. She's smart. It's,
Well, what do you mean?
Well, no, I run things a little loose,
Uh-huh.
like with everything. I mean,
I noticed that you never erase your history like I
I'm
do
gonna
on
have
my
to.
phone.
I'm gonna have
You
to
gotta
start.
go in incognito mode.
No, because then you have to type everything out. I'm lazy. I just want to go X
Hmm.
and then have it go X videos,
Yeah.
or P and then you go Pornhub, or Y it's a U hub, or X. And then I go in, and it's X and XX. I want that.
I never clear my history.
No, I don't either.
wow, that's
but I'm going to have to start doing it because my daughter is computer savvy. This goes back to your whole theory about how we are ravaged as, adults or middle-aged adults. Sorry, not trying to be insulting, but, I'll speak for myself.
We're all
We do
middle-aged.
not handle the internet or social media well. I do believe your theory is correct. I think there's a lot of people that are worried about or what are our kids going to do? What are our kids going to do? Now, the kids that are in the finding out stage, there's been a lot of bullying and suicide and a lot of bad shit from social media. But I honestly believe your theory of our kids, because they were born with it, will navigate and know how to use the internet and social media more responsibly and not let it negatively affect your mental attitude. I think you're right. Because I don't see my daughter, even when I give her iPad on it, and we stole it from you, the Wednesday, Saturday deal. She's not even really into it. Like, I give it to her on Wednesday. It's not that big of a deal.
I'm
it's a
saying
bigger deal for me.
Is if there's a line of hostages and you are like, I gotta kill one of them to prove a point to the cops to let them know I'm serious, and you're like, oh God, I want to choose one of these innocent people. You're like, well, this guy tweeted how he wanted to die
Here
last
we go
week.
again.
And we're like,
Here we
well,
go.
if I'm gonna
He
pick
can't get off it.
If I'm gonna pick any of them, because this guy is a random.
would pick that guy,
Can you
yeah.
just draw straws? I feel like the guy that tweeted he wanted to die.
what
like,
if
if
right
I'm gonna
mo-
choose
but-
anyone,
okay,
no
but
one.
what
This guy's
if-
got a family.
Okay, he's on his knees.
I don't really believe this. I'm a fucking.
But hold on, let's get.
I need to get to the bottom of the fact that Tactical Hat donated a shit ton of money for me and Butler to get Christmas bonuses, and I need to know how to get that money.
50,000 bits he just donated.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Thank you, Tactical. You made our Christmas.
And we already
Made
took
it.
Not you.
Well,
we're never going to see that money.
I mean, thankfully for you,
Hold on.
Tactical, we don't let you decide what we do in our day-to-day business. So we've already taken care of Butler and
Yeah.
Samantha's bonuses, and we'll handle the rest.
Oh, man.
Bye-bye.
I'm never going
We
to see
already
a dime of
handed
that
out.
money.
We handed out company Christmas cards.
We did.
You
And,
should have donated my Patreon.
Tony
and I bought a
Palmiotti
4-pack.
Tony Palmiotti got a 4-pack of Hanes t-shirts, white V-necks.
I spelled Travis's name wrong.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
But I changed it.
Trevez. You put it with his easy.
I was trying to
Honestly, the Christmas card was the funniest shit I ever read.
Oh, mine? When it was
Yeah,
all-
because you guys split it in half. So Tom's on the top, which is damn near illegible. Like, I'm trying to decipher what it says.
And then I had a pen breakdown.
The thought, but yeah,
It's the
I
thought
thought
that
you
counts.
you liked it. Like, look at Tommy wrote the long thing
Oh,
more.
man, But I
know you
more
hated
than
every
Merry
second of it.
Xmas. That's what I wanted to do.
You
And then I
should
was
have
like,
just done it.
if I just do Merry Xmas, and then it's gonna be all of this unfeeling asshole, got no feelings.
He didn't write it on our urinal this time, so we're fine.
I
This
read,
guy is a
We don't know that.
psychopath.
every time I read read Tom's, and also I knew just by looking at what you wrote which card you started with.
Okay.
And which card you ended with.
OBA.
And I'm gonna throw some reality down here, and you're gonna get fucking mad at me, and I don't care. First one you started with was Sam's. This is the biggest. Second one you did
ran out of gas.
was Travis's. And you copied some of the same shit you said to Sam. And the third one you did was Tony's. Yeah. And the fourth one you did was Eric's, and you gassed out, and you had nothing left for Eric. And
he got the Merry Xmas?
No, you had nothing left for Eric, and it hurt my heart because I read what you wrote to Eric, and you wrote, "Hi, Eric, you are a man," and then and you wrote Tom.
Well, that's the truth, right?
It is true.
I gave him a fact.
It was an accurate.
He took it in. He's like, "I am in fact a man. Thank you for confirming it." And then I wrote my name.
Merry Christmas.
Now, yes, I do exaggerate.
No, the card says Merry Christmas. You don't have to write it Merry Christmas. The goddamn card says it.
Why did you buy the cards with jewels on the front of them?
It was a 4-pack at Publix, and
has everybody opened their card yet? Did everybody open it?
I opened mine.
Okay,
yeah.
the only way I could get those home last week was to stuff them down my pants, and all those cards touched my pubes.
God damn
Every
it.
single card touched my pubes. Merry Christmas.
I knew it smelled weird.
When I spelled Travis' name wrong, I was like, "Fuck!"
You spelled it Travez, Travez,
and then I was like, "God." And then I'm like, I can't. And then I was like, I'm just gonna scratch the E and then put an I. But then I'm like, he'll know I did it. And so then I was like, should I put a sticker, like some sort of label over the top?
No, you can't do
but
that.
Then I
Don't
know
do the etchy.
As a curious chopper, he's gonna pull the sticker off to see what's underneath. I know.
No.
And then it's gonna be. And then it's worse than trying to hide it.
No.
So then I gotta act like oh, it's just a simple mistake, and then it was no big
spiraling.
deal. And then I'm like, I wonder
do you know
if he'll even mention it.
Took off his life? Do you know how much time this took off his life? When I got here, the cards were spread out on my desk or in my chair because I had to come back to edit the award show, and I saw them in my chair. But they looked as if you had put them there and that you were concerned and scared.
Why don't
Terrified.
you see that I made a mistake and then assume that okay, this man's busy, he's trying to do 10 things at once. He's nice enough that he got me a Christmas card. Most bosses don't even do that shit. So then I'm not going to even mention the fact that I wrote a
Hey, good move pumping yourself up.
I wasn't going to call you out on this, but Eric is in the chat, and you also wrote this. You put Xmas. You added an S to Xmas. So it says Xmass. You also put that on mine.
Wait, I want that double S.
There's no double X.
Double joy. That's I gave you an extra. I gave you
Nobody
extra.
says double S, double joy. That's bullshit.
I'm illiterate. What do you want? You work for a fucking moron. You can't do shit.
He's struggling.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to write you. Oh, everybody wants to make fun of me. Look how
I'm not making
stupid
fun of
he
you.
is. Oh, merch guy. Oh, look at him. Oh, he wrote 2 S's. He's an idiot. He doesn't know. I did that because Christmas is more difficult.
He wants you to have a mass of joy.
Bah humbug. Wait, so Xmas and then apostrophe S?
Nope.
Like it's a
Just-
possessive.
They're right next to each other. There's no apostrophe.
Well, that I can't. I have nothing for that.
Mass
Because
of
there's no
joy.
logical reason why anyone would add an extra S to Christmas.
It's extra mass.
Yeah.
I'm writing it fast. There's a bunch of things.
When you were here for hours, it took me very long. I saw. I went to therapy and came back, and when and the cards were hot, like you'd been holding them, like
Who reads what people write? Just take the money, dump the shit in the trash, go on with your life.
Mine's in my Christmas tree.
You just
I
you're
don't
like,
know.
oh,
What does that mean? Because I put it in my Christmas
Take
tree to
the
drive
gift
it
card.
home on the
I
scooter.
kept the envelope to show everybody.
Oh, did you really? Yeah. That. Oh shit!
Clowning ya.
This motherfucker's holding on to shit, so after he gets fired from here, he can show people how dumb his boss was. That's crazy.
I had to show my wife.
At your next job, you'll be like, "Don't be as dumb as this boss."
Oh man.
Isn't that worse for you? Though? A guy that dumb fired you? Why? What could you have done? How? You know what I'm saying? All right.
Well, if this show didn't make you feel better about your life, I got nothing.
Why am I in charge of the Christmas cards? Why
I don't know.
Have your wife do it. I'll pay her to do it.
Hold on a second. You were not.
Just hand it to me and sign it. I'll sign it.
This was you being nice. I'll be honest with you. Last weekend, I said I'd get them. Remember? And I forgot.
Yeah.
And then you said, "Don't worry about it. I'll get the cards."
Yeah.
And you were just being nice. That's why.
I should have got the cards and then had you write the, because you have nice cursive handwriting.
Why are we even writing anything?
But I don't know because
I don't give a fuck about these people.
That was the thing, no, because
I don't give a fuck about any of this. I want to get the fuck out of here.
Because I do just want to put the gift card.
Yeah,
and then
I
that's it.
just want the gift card only. Why am I giving you a card?
And then
I'm wasting.
Here's
oh no! Oh,
the card has writing in it.
It
says Merry Xmas.
That's what a card is. Why do I have to write this?
You don't have to.
I know, but
I don't even.
I appreciated it.
I don't even remember what I wrote. It was some dumb shit about like couldn't do it without you, but I could totally do it without you, and I can do it faster and better.
We started without you,
and we'll end without you.
That's if I can. Dear employee, this means I'm super lazy. That's really the fact that you're employed means that I'm fucking lazy. Don't want to do shit for myself anymore.
I could do this
so I'm
myself,
paying you to do it,
but I choose not to because sometimes I just want to jack off. Merry Christmas.
Oh, they've clipped double S, double joy.
Oh, double S,
don't clip it.
They've already done it.
God damn it.
They're so fast.
It's making the rounds on the internet.
All right. Well, let's go around the room. We do this every Christmas.
Are we dumping them out still?
No,
or we're
you
done?
say what you're thankful for.
There's no more other stuff.
What else do we have? Oh no, I'll end with one more. Do you have my let's call my wife again.
Again?
Yeah, let's really bother her. Because the biggest fight we've ever had.
Oh wait, I have it.
Yeah, call her.
They
if
should
you don't
make
mind.
a service that.
I love this. Pulver.
I'm
back in.
You get Christmas cards, but
they have this.
They have handwritten.
They have this.
Inside.
They 100%. Like we got hit up when you first filed for our business license. There is a company that poaches new businesses, and they will if you go to their calendar and then you mark off. You can even go like clients. So let's say Butler's one of our clients and he has Redcoat Media, he's a fruit stand. And Redcoat Media's fruit stand hits his birthday coming up very soon.
By the way, it's made more money than actual Redcoat Media. You have to write a check to the...
But they will send a handwritten card and then they will sign it and send it to your client.
Yeah, you can schedule it out the entire year of all the things.
All of them.
So would you just give them your signature and then
digital signature.
And then they just
100%. But they will handwrite the other stuff and then use. It's not a digital signature, but it's an auto signer to make it look like a real pen.
She forwarded the call.
Okay, well I'll just do it anyway.
Okay.
If you guys have a Whitman sampler at the house, the Whitman sampler, I bought one for here.
Yeah,
is it still here?
I crushed it.
Oh, is the box here, though, or no?
The box is still here.
Oh, can you grab it?
Yeah.
Go grab it, because I just need the map, if you don't mind. I just need the map. It was really good, right? I crushed it at the house, too. The dark chocolate. Don't sleep on that dark chocolate.
Yeah, it was all
Whitman's.
dark chocolate.
Yeah, and it was on sale. They were 2 for $1 at Publix last week, if you can find one. But there's a map in the top of the box.
Right.
Awesome. Thank you, Butler. So I got something now I can actually show you what the fuck I did. So here is a Whitman sampler.
By the way, who brought that? Because
I literally just got done saying that he bought them at Publix 2 for $1.
Am I getting fired now? He's like, who did this?
He doesn't listen to
Who
anybody.
brought a Whitman sampler? You're fired.
I thought you had one at home that you were talking about, and
He did, and he said I brought one here for the studio.
It was 2 for $1. He missed the whole.
He missed everything.
Sorry.
Canceled.
I just
I was
dodged being
just
fired.
mad because I have to walk by that damn thing, and every
you
time I
mad?
walk by, I want.
Why did you get one?
No,
Dude, it's
but
one
then
candy. You're lean and muscly. Fuck it. Get the fuck out of here.
Then I'm like, not today, Dr. Whitman.
Dr. Whitman.
I would assume he's
Because
a doctor.
it's old school. Okay, so inside there's a map of the different candies you can eat. So if you'll look at the top, I don't know if Twitch can see this, twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live, but it maps out what would be below you. And it's like, it's a mirror image. So you have coconut, chocolate-covered peanuts, caramel, chocolate-covered almonds, chocolate whip, pecan and English walnut cluster, and then you got all these different ones. Well, what you got to do, if you're a mean person like I am, is that the ones at the top look identical. There's a chocolate whip, and then there's a coconut whip.
Oh, you're
on the
an
other
asshole.
side. And coconut whip sucks shit.
Yeah.
Like coconut whip is the worst candy in the sampler.
Oh, it's like a Mounds. It's delicious.
Well, I mean, that's for F words like you. Like I was going to say it too. I almost said it. So the coconut, so you take both the coconuts out.
Yeah.
And then you take both the chocolate whips out, because the chocolate whip is an outstanding candy. By the way, the shape and the chocolate exactly the same. You take the chocolate whips out, both, because it's stacked up. It's a 2-tier candy box. Take out the coconut whips. Take out the chocolate whips. Put the coconut whips back where the chocolate whips are, and then have your wife eat one chocolate whip, and then when she bites into it, she's like, "Ugh, coconut whip," and you go, "Maisie, God, I told that girl." And then have her go for the other chocolate whip, and then grab another coconut whip, and kabam-o-whammo. You will ruin your marriage.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Bad person. Bad person.
Also, mix the peanut butter ones around.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody wants the peanut butter.
Like, ha! You're dying now.
Oh my God.
That's an advancement. My
That
God.
is Twitter killer.
That's a different one.
He's all about murdering people.
Like this guy likes to drive by like daycares that they're like, some kids may have peanut allergies, just throwing peanuts out of his sunroof into the playground. All right. Well, there. We'll leave with that.
All right, guys.
What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for...
Do we have to do that for Christmas? I thought that was just Thanksgiving.
No, we're out of here.
I'm thankful that we don't have to do events anymore. That saves us a bunch of time. And money. My God, the money we spent on events and all the garbage we bought from China to give to you guys.
Yeah.
That was a lot of money.
We're not buying
we don't
that
have to do that
anymore.
anymore. So that's good.
Let's see. What else?
Okay.
I'm thankful I don't work for iHeart.
Oh, yeah. Shit. That's been... But 25 years?
No, I'm hitting my 10 year.
Is it 10 years?
No,
remember
really?
I left in 2012.
Yeah, it's coming
up.
That's right. My
It's coming
God.
up.
It is
Coming
a
up.
long time.
But I am thankful for every single one of you that presses play. Like we all are. All jokes aside, we really appreciate you guys. And we said this on the award show that you will hear that we're really proud of. But as many emails as I got from people that said, like, hey, you really helped me through this year. And I know a lot of you out there, whether you're a trucker, mailman, anybody that's out in the field, like you could be anybody. You could be any type of job. You have reached out to us and said, hey, thanks so much for making me laugh or making it normal or whatever. But the flip side of that is you made it normal for us. You kind of said this on our award show and you nailed it. Our listeners gave us a sense of normalcy and allowed us the ability to continue on. And I had a shitty year, guys. I did. Worst year of my life.
Yeah.
And but I will say, because of this program, because of you guys, not the worst year of my life. Bad year? Yeah, it was a bad year. But not the worst year of my life. And I'm excited to get out of this year, and I know you guys are. Yeah. So I guess all I would say is that it's just a big heart felt and genuine thank you to my, I hate even saying that because you and I are bad bosses, my staff. It just feels weird, but to you guys, the staff, the company, and to the listeners, because you guys fall into the same category. You're part of the show. I thank you with all of my heart. This is it wasn't a good year, but I think it was all right. If that's the worst that can be thrown at me, and I mean that truly because I knew your parents are going to die. That's life. But if that's the worst, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
It's good. It's like you're like, Mima was gonna die of COVID anyway.
Might as well kill her. All right, we get it.
You know what? You're right. I'm glad she's dead. I'm kidding. That's how I handle things.
I can't.
Me neither.
Do anything
but
seriously.
no, I mean seriously, I don't. And I know that might sound like kind of fucked up positivity, but I honestly,
you got to look for the positive.
No, but I look at it like this. I'm like, well, that's the best she can throw at us. Is that the best she got?
Well, don't test them.
No, but we're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Right. It's going to be fine. It will all be okay. Maybe I wouldn't feel that way if I didn't have a family of my own. Maybe I wouldn't feel that way if I didn't have a daughter. Maybe I wouldn't feel that way if I didn't have you guys. Is that too mushy for the show?
No, it's not.
I think no, but that's it's honest. I don't think I would have made it through this year without Travis and Sam and Tom. And the listeners. I know I wouldn't have. So thank you guys.
You'd have made it through without me. I made it
no, you're making jokes, but you were very
You're
pivotal.
You're his best friend, Tom.
Well, don't say that. He doesn't believe in that concept.
I know
his
he
best
doesn't,
friends are his
but
sons,
it's true.
and they're
his best friends are his sons, but your best friend is
But
him.
their best friend is the Nintendo
That's
Switch.
true.
So.
But yeah.
So we will be doing BDM shows for the rest of the year.
And I'm stoked for this award show.
Yeah,
maybe
comes out next Wednesday.
Maybe that's what kind of jazzed me up a little bit. Because once I got done, I knew it was a shit ton to do. And once we all worked on it, I actually listened to it. I was like, not a bad year. Not a bad year. I'm not going to sit here and
a lot of good shows this year.
I don't want to be that guy because I think that's shitty. I think it's lazy to look at COVID and shit and be like, well, this year sucked. Well, it's all we got. I'm not getting one back, so I'm not going to say it sucked.
The chat room wants Tom to say that he loves them.
It'll never happen.
We're moving forward. It'll be better next year. We all know. It's fine. What's going on in semantics?
I like that. I talk about love. What's on the program?
Goodness. So this week we have Sal and Sophia Sparacco. They are also BDMs, but they're semantics listeners. They're flew all the way from Ohio.
How cool is that?
And they're going to be on our show tomorrow. So
man, Ohio seems to like the Orlando talk, right? Seems like
yeah. I think their dad got them into it.
We got a connection there.
You know them from the cruise.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah. They're wonderful people. Butler, what do you got going on?
It's happening. Well, I mean, go support every single one of our watering holes over this the end of the holidays. You know, every single one of them. We got the downtown Sanford, all those locations, and I'm thankful for a little extra mass. The double fun. Thank you.
Let's see if
have a massive Christmas.
Have a massive.
If I've learned anything, it'll be the show starts at the beginning of the year. You're like, what happened to the other dude that was there? Never mentioned. If I learned anything from Mr. Channel, he taught me never talk about it. All right, BDMs, have a good holiday.
Tell them, come on.
Be safe.
Tell them.
They're doing all caps for you. They
tell
want
them.
it.
They
They
want
want
it.
it.
Give them what they want.
You know what it. You know
Give them what they want.
Yeah, think about the holidays and what it means, and then feel.
Give them what they want.
God, I love you.